Snark. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Exhibit's Restless is a fucking great album.
Amazing.
I think West Coast rap music is
You're just an East Coast. I'll wait for the time to. I was gonna say something that would have demonetized us immediately. So I'll not
give
do
us
that.
a second.
I'll not do that.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. It is me, Chris. It is him, Sweeney. It is him, Derek. Look at him. We're recording this immediately after the last episode. So if anything is happening right now that we didn't touch on, whoops.
just don't read the name.
We're going to be focusing on questions this episode, though, because we got a lot, obviously, and we always do. And I also found something kind of fun. Look at this. Ain't that fun? It's like Star Wars, huh? Look at that little Star Wars transition.
Wow.
I love it. Let's see what else we got here.
How did he do that?
Let's see, what do we got there? Oh, ew. That's a rough one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like any
It's
of
like
that.
like a page.
What's this? Oh, down.
Ooh, the down one.
This is how you know.
It's like if someone, you go make them go down on you.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Ooh.
It's fucking stupid. Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. Patreon.com/Snark Tank, snarktank.shop, all sorts of merch there. If you're listening to this episode, by now the colored
People.
Yes, the colored people in our audience are going to have a new shirt for them very soon. It's going to be the Final Fantasy, but in color now. So that should be up on the store by the time you hear this. So be sure to check patreon.com/snarktank and also snarktank.shop. Go there, go now. In the meantime, we got a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten at all today.
Why didn't you grab
something? Because I was at the bank longer than I anticipated because there was like some computer fucking bullshit going on. So like I timed it well, but like I was coming back late and I was just like, fuck it. I'll power through. But let's see. We got a question here. You guys ready? Mm-hmm. Hey, you. Hey.
Don't touch me.
What's the matter, bro?
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Then focus. Lock in.
I'm here. I'm present.
No, you got to lock in. Break his glasses now. I'll give you 10.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No,
don't do it. Man, it's been a long time since I've heard that.
Yeah. Why'd you say? I found the original one.
Oh, yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah.
It wasn't that video that we saw.
It was some guy with using his like voice message or voice memo, just recording it.
Yeah, it was like
Dutch.
It's just me, Dutch. Daisy Ridley looks like Megan Rain wrote in. I don't know
who's Megan Rain.
Is that a porn star?
Who the fuck is Daisy Ridley?
Daisy Ridley is the...
is that Ray from...
from the Horror Wars.
Before Wars. Says, hey, Chris, Derek, fat blind retard.
Even Lily was going hard in the paint on saying, like, you're never going to fucking fix your blindness.
Oh, really?
Lily's a woman.
The extra ammo?
Lily's a woman, so it doesn't matter.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, we called it immediately. Like, you're not wearing your glasses.
Like, he hates glasses. He thinks everyone that wears glasses should be put to slaughtered.
I mean, not everybody, but most.
Okay.
Most.
It's crazy. You're just living an inferior life for no reason.
Yeah, it's kind of.
I'm gonna start blindfolding myself. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Don't say anything. It would be terrible if you said something on a podcast.
Yeah.
I recently got glasses after 27 years of not having them. My prescription is pretty small, 1.25 in my left eye and 0.75 in my right. But it's definitely an eye-opening difference in my vision. I guess my question is, why does Sweeney continue to be an idiot and not get glasses when he obviously can't even read? Thank you, bye. It is crazy.
I love how we went in on him before you read the question.
That is crazy. I literally picked it just because of the name, and I had no idea that was going to be the question. But like, I don't know. Sweeney is stubborn. He's, he doesn't really understand
quality of life improvements.
Yeah, quality of life.
My blindness hasn't harmed me yet. When
it absolutely has.
When it directly harms me in a way that is physical.
You only think it hasn't because you don't know what it's like to not live without it.
Yes.
Exactly, dude.
You're like Ricky Berwick saying like I'm perfectly able-bodied. Yeah, for a Ricky Berwick.
For a Ricky Berwick.
You can do everything that a Ricky Berwick can do. Congratulations.
Everything
I wonder what would
What are you,
sound
a fucking banana peel? You fucking.
I wonder what it would sound like if he stood straight up. Like, wonder what it would
what the sounds?
You know what it would sound like? It would sound like a. It would sound like a lot of cracks.
It'd be like imagine the sound of a transformer, but with breaking bones as like the base of the sound. You know?
He was on fucking Fish Tank. Did you see that?
I saw a thing circulating around.
I simply cannot watch that shit.
I mean, I'm not sitting there watching it, but I've seen clips.
Clips
when
will
it's,
circulate.
Yeah,
That's all I've seen.
and I saw him get taped to some. He got his hands. They were having some game or something, and he got his hand taped to somebody else's hand or somebody else's wrist, and it was like he was tied to an 18-year-old girl or something, and he got like really fucking mad about it.
I just can't. It just sucks that there's people willing to do shit like that.
Yeah,
You know, it's like,
it feels like
it's not-
watching like the worst kind of reality TV with like people that are mentally deranged on the internet.
hopefully they're getting paychecks. You know, because I feel like
have to be.
I
They
feel
must
like
be getting.
I don't know. Maybe
Sam's crazy, but I hope at least he's paying people.
we'll see.
Pray.
I think he's paying people.
I
I would be surprised.
honestly wouldn't be, just because the people that are on those shows are like, oh, clout. You know?
Yeah, actually, yeah. What am I saying? It wouldn't surprise me at all. Like,
Clout. Like
it's like one of the least surprising things. But anyway, yeah. You really. I wish I could like knock you out and like implant contacts on your eyes.
Oh yeah.
While you're sleeping.
He's like, wow, I can see everything better.
Yeah.
Wow, everything is weird. I feel better. I don't have a headache anymore.
Wow.
Where my eyes straining.
I've
my
always
eyes aren't-
had a headache.
My eyes aren't. Yeah, exactly.
I've always had a headache. It
my
never
eyes.
turns
My
off.
eyes aren't straining anymore, so I'm actually have more energy. Weird. My eyes work better, so my eyes aren't doing overtime and making my fucking brain exhausted. Weird.
Crazy.
I'd rather be blind and be able to see, man, any day of the week.
That's
All
the
right.
stupidest thing. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Any day of the week.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like, by far.
Duck Maxing wrote in. He says, "Sup, fellow corkscrew penis havers. What's the best story you've given to a character in a game that you were playing? I was playing a new game called Peak. I was playing this the other day with Eyeblind. It's good. And after one of my many runs, I got a safari hat, and I decided to take on my adventure as Kingston's dad. Sadly, there were no animals on the island to drive me for me to drive to extinction. Eventually, I made it to the end, and I took one last look at where I came from before going back to my little body boy.
Aw.
I would do that a lot when I was a kid, like just make up bullshit. It was kind of like playing with action figures, I guess, especially in like what do you call? Specifically multiplayer games when I didn't have Xbox Live, because you just had these big empty levels that you would just kind of like invent stories for, like, oh, that's this base from this corporation and like, you know, whatever. But I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've done that. And even with like role-playing games, I don't really get that invested in them to the point where I'm like literally role-playing. So I don't know if I invent characters really in that way anymore. And if I do, if I did ever, I don't remember any of them.
Yeah, same. Same. I don't really. The closest thing would be kind of what you were saying with action figures and setting up a whole multiverses. Every room was a different universe, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just doing dumb shit like that. Fucking taking the toys, running the shower, and they're fighting in the rain and shit.
Yeah.
Like dumb bullshit like that. I wasn't
That shit
able to
was
come
fun.
yet, so I wasn't doing anything crazy with them, unfortunately. You know, like I was too young. But I
Yeah.
imagine then, like by the time you're ready, you kind of the toys were starting to a little be on the out. You know, like you weren't really playing with toys as much anymore. At least when I was, I don't remember how old I was. I'm thinking like 11, 12.
Probably.
The
Sounds
last
like
time
that.
I played with toys, I was 16. But the last time
Damn, you made it all the way to 16?
well, that was the last time I played with them. It was like they were probably out, and I just like, just one
You
last
tried
time.
again, and you were like,
No, it was a good time, but it was like, all right, this is the end. Like it was like the series finale of a show that got canceled for 3 years, and then you're like, well, I might as well turn on the last episode and see what happens. And it was a good time. But I had so many less toys. I was like, I guess it's time to get rid of these. And I donated them. Now I wish so badly I didn't. I wish so badly I didn't, because some stupid little dumb kid in upstate New York got all my Dragon Ball toys. That little fucking cunt.
Yeah, he probably pissed all over him too.
Oh yeah, they're fucked.
The way the kids treat toys that are not theirs is amazing. Like
you treat a few toys that are theirs is crazy.
That's
too,
also
honestly.
true. Yeah, I mean, I did this. I would throw shit at walls. Just like, if I needed Goku to kick somebody real hard, I was going to the brick wall outside, and I would and Boo's like, I smashed Boo open, like completely on the fucking wall of my Catholic school.
So I had expendable
and it was
toys.
great.
Would you just buy? Because I would buy expendable toys.
You had the ones that you beat up more.
There was the ones that sometimes I didn't even know where they were from. Like, it would be on the toy store, and I'm like, oh, this guy looks like he's a good henchman, and I'll beat the piss out of him. And that's actually exactly what I bought Strong Guy for.
Yeah,
I bought Strong Guy to get his ass whooped, but then I had him fight Wolverine one time. A Wolverine that I loved. He was just Logan, and then he had the retractable claws. Like, you can set them, and you push a button, and they come out. And I hit him off my fucking. I didn't want him to win, but fucking. I was on my bunk bed.
Organic storytelling, man.
Wolverine exploded on the floor.
It's like, oh, God.
The carpet. He hit the carpet and he still just exploded.
He hit the carpet and he was like,
there's a delay. I was so mad that I was like, what happened to where this, because it seemed fine. And then just something was just like, I give up, and it just came apart.
It's fun. I don't know if I had toys that I just cared about less than other ones. You know what I mean? It was like a gift and it wasn't something that I wanted. Or it was like a duplicate or something, because like they didn't realize I had it already. And I would always designate, it's like, you're gonna get fucked up. You're the fuck up one.
Yeah,
I had plenty of toys that I found.
But honestly, I only really needed my like fully articulated Spider-Man toy to have fun, really, because I would just make, even just like pretending to swing around and shit was like, that was all the entertainment that I needed. I didn't even need anybody else.
So fucking cool.
Do you still have any of your old toys?
Mm-hmm. I have some of them. I have my favorite ones.
What's your oldest one? Can you remember?
That's a fucking honestly, it's probably a lame answer. It's probably like one of those cars, like like Hot Wheels, or like or not even Hot Wheels, but like
micro,
just straight up tiny versions of real ass cars.
Small car.
Yeah, like you could open the door and everything.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what the oldest toy I have is. It's probably one of those though. But I still have like my Spider-Man toys.
Yeah.
From the movies, and I have some Dragon Ball figures. But like the main one, like I made sure to never throw away my Spider-Man, because like the way, even at the time, I was like, this is unreasonably well made.
Yeah.
Like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man toys up till Spider-Man 1 and 2, both of those had amazing runs where like the detail is crazy good, and he's like, you could pose him in any fucking which way, and he stands. There's one that I had that I loved where it was just the Spider-Man toy, where it was the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man toy, but he had magnets in his hands and feet.
Oh, interesting.
So you could like stick them on metal pipes and he would like stay there, or like the fridge, you'd like see.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, this
That's
is
cool.
sick.
I wish I got some of those toys,
dude.
man. I never got the Tobey Maguire. I never got Tobey Maguire toys, because I was like, this is cool, but like the colors were dimmer. And because of me being a dumb little boy, I was like, I like the brighter color one. I think that one looks cool. Except for the black suit. I had one really cool black suit Spider-Man, and I remember that one, I think I dropped it out my window. Like something like that happened. I was playing on like the ledge, because my window had like ledges. They had like a ledge you could play on. So put plants on probably, but I decided to play out of it because I'm a dumb child. And I had him fighting like, I don't know, fucking maybe Optimus Prime or some shit. And Optimus kicked him off, and I was like, well, Spider-Man either webbed himself safe or he just died. he just flat out died.
What I miss are like the toys that weren't action figures, but they were like they were meant for you to like pretend that you were part, like the Power Ranger toys. Oh yeah, that would go on your fucking wrist or whatever, like the belt.
Yeah,
I sent you a video something like that recently.
That shit was dope.
Did you? What was it?
It was the progerian with the common rider morpher.
Oh yeah, that was so gross.
What are you saying?
It was I can show you if you want. You might not want to see it.
I probably
just So you saw it, the progerian? Like,
oh my god, we didn't talk about it.
Oh man, what you saw?
Oh my god,
you saw one in real life?
No, I wouldn't be here if I saw one in real life.
We were at a bar with with a bunch of our friends, and I don't know why we were talking about progerians, but like, but someone brought up, have you ever seen a black progerian? And we were like, no. Come to think of it, I haven't.
We don't think it's not. I think that's not a trait we have actually.
Well,
I think it can happen.
Well, that's what you thought until we Googled it.
It's an anomaly.
And here's one image that looks so fucking crazy. And you turned to me and said, it looks like a racist toy. And it fucking killed me. Can you pull that image up? Do you remember that image?
Yes.
It must pop up. It is, Derek, you are not prepared for what this is.
I almost feel like I know what it is.
I would be surprised.
Okay.
Because it took, look, man, I have never seen that image in my life, and I feel like I've seen most things to do with it.
This is crazy. This is crazy looking. Oh my God. Have you seen Tales from the Crypt?
Dude. No, you're right, dude. That's described perfectly.
It is.
That looks like a wooden, old, like racist fucking toy.
Have you seen Tales from the Crypt?
I haven't. I was too young.
The Niglets?
I don't remember what it looked like.
That's not real.
God.
Niglets?
Yeah, I don't.
From Tales from the Crypt? That ain't real.
Like, I don't remember what that, like.
But no, that description was so perfect that it killed me, because I was like, that is exactly what that looks like.
It's spot on. It's
spot on.
I was expecting something different, and I'm like, oh. That's just a fucking racist toy.
Brother, is that from Tales of the Crypt?
That does look familiar, but like I just
the Niglets.
That's not what they're called.
They're called the Niglets, literally.
From Tales from the Crypt?
Yeah.
I fear it's probably from Tales from the Hood.
Yeah, like what?
Probably Tales from the Hood.
It's
Yeah,
probably
that makes
from
sense.
Tales from the Hood, dude. What does it say in the description?
Did you call them that, or that's what they're
No,
called?
I'm pretty sure they're called the Niglets.
Pretty sure. It became pretty sure now.
What does it say in the description?
I looked up Niglets exactly and it came up.
Okay.
Fair enough, I guess. I can't argue with that.
God damn.
That's compelling proof.
It was clearly like clearly the same little black toys that like somebody had, and it was like I'm just acquiring history, and it's like no, you like owning little black caricatures of the worst versions of black people at their worst, and it's like I never.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Round-eyed Asian, now able to say the N-word with Pride Month being over, wrote in. He says, "Ni hao, blind, contrarian, and dude on his phone."
Tales from the Hood.
Damn, got him.
It was definitely from Tales from the Hood.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's been getting
got him
it.
immediately.
But I'm. Which one am I? All of them, I guess.
What? Oh, I guess you are all of those, like holistically speaking.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
no, you're the dude on his phone. As it pertains. What?
Like, I guess I was. Never mind.
I mean, it was just funny timing. You are also on your phone more than any of us. But
I guess
that notwithstanding, somebody in the audience was like, "How did he had the nerve to suggest that he isn't the one that does that the most?"
Yeah.
So many comments.
So
Were like, the nerve.
I mean,
There's video evidence of it. Is the issue? Like you can't.
I guess.
Yeah, you are.
You're caught red-handed on camera.
You're a phoner.
A phoner? Is that a
Yeah.
slur?
It is now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I wanted to make it sound more derogative because it's not as. I wanted to sound more hurtful. 'Cause
Yeah,
a phoner,
it's hard to make the word phone sound powerful.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
It's not easy to make up slurs. Actually, it's really not that.
You got to call that company that makes slurs.
Yeah, the slur.
You phone. See, like, cause how could I put phone in there and make it? Cause like I want
Slurs
to
are
make it
us.
sound more like the F slur, but with phone.
Impossible.
But like I can do if I take the N out, it would technically work. But it's also
You have to consult an expert at Slurs Are
Just
Us.
say both words together.
Go to Slurs Are Us.
slurs are
Slurs
us
are
is
us.
dope.
Their slogans.
Is that a website?
At your slurs.
Slurs Depot.
Slurs are us. I'd like that.
Yeah. Slurs Are Us at your slurvis.
At your slurvis. I'm on board.
I'm on board as well.
Yeah.
Get that fucking giraffe.
Fucking
Who,
giraffe.
Jeffrey the giraffe.
Yeah, Jeffrey
Yeah.
the slur. The
Dude,
slur
I want some
creating
Toys R
giraffe.
Us gum, dude. They have that gum that had the zebra on it. It was like a bunch of different colors and like stripes and shit.
Is that real?
I don't remember that.
It gum. The flavor lasted for, not joking, 20 seconds maximum. Maximum.
You know what I
It was the worst gum, but it was also so good.
You know what I genuinely miss? There's so many weird candies that just sort of like popped up and you just assumed that they would be around for a while and then they never showed up again.
Yeah.
But Jolly Ranchers had this thing where it was like, you know how like M&M minis They just come in like a thing, and like they're really small, and you could
Little
get like
top,
a bunch of them.
yeah.
I love M&M minis, but it was like that, but with Jolly Ranchers, and they were like small little Jolly Rancher balls, and it was so fucking good because you could just get a lot of different ones, and it was just like a wild like texture and like flavor thing.
What was the texture like? If the ball, they weren't like it wasn't a hard candy.
No, it was still like they were small. It was almost like BBs.
Okay,
but like they were like really small, and you could just get like you could get like a bunch of like watermelon, a bunch of green apple, and you could just there was something about it that was like, wow, this is fucking pretty good.
Our friends,
but then they just never
went to Japan.
Got them from
and
Kmart.
they came back.
Kmart, eh?
Yeah,
Really, from Kmart?
I got them from Kmart.
That's crazy. But our friends went to Japan, Ziggy and Jordan. They went to Japan. They came back, and they came back with like various flavors of Pocky, but like giant Pocky.
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
Japan, and they had like an orange Poppy. Not pop. No, it's not Poppy. It's Pocky. There you go, orange Pocky, and it was so fucking good. Orange
what was
flavor.
what was the orange?
It tastes like orange. It was like
It tastes like orange, like
It has that-
just a regular orange.
yeah, I guess like orange candy. I guess. So
Okay.
you've had like strawberry Pocky before, right?
Yeah,
It was like that, but like strawberry.
guess, yeah,
You ever had like cookies and cream one? Like any of the Pocky ever?
I'm sure I have at one point, but I never got my way to get
so
them.
fucking good, man. Now I want to go to Japan even more.
Yeah, we're gonna go eventually. This is the gum.
Oh,
Yeah, they would sell this at Toys R Us,
I don't remember that.
and you're getting seconds of flavor.
I know. Yeah, that was a lot of those like candy gums,
Yeah.
like bubble tape.
Bubble tape.
Bubble tape was so delicious, but then it ran out in like 3 seconds.
And you still gotta chew all of it too, and you're like,
Dude, I used to chew the whole fucking
I
thing.
might
like,
still have some of these in my intestines, man, because I used to swallow this gum a lot as a kid.
I don't think I ever swallowed gum really.
Yeah, I'm
sure I've swallowed- I'm
remember
sure I've
swallowing
swallowed.
this gum as a kid. It was so good. The flavor was so good that I was just like,
I'm gonna swallow it so I don't have to get rid of the flavor. I'll just swallow it.
Isn't that a
and use it
myth?
later.
I'm pretty sure
Isn't
it's
that a myth? Yeah.
imagine it would have to be a myth that you would just shit it out. Like,
Yeah, like it
why
just-
would it stay in your intestines?
Yeah, I'm sure it stays longer than other things, but the idea that it would be stuck for 7 years
Yeah,
or whatever
it's
with them is like so insane. Like
that's
it's there for maybe like a day longer than food.
yeah. Like your body's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, what is
And
this?
it's
This
like-
is fucking cement? What is this? Fucking
I probably
putty?
just treats it like fiber. It probably makes you shit more. Actually, if you think about it, 'cause it's like I don't need this. What is this?
Actually, that was my my little life hack was that I would line my colon with gum
Oh,
so that it wouldn't hurt coming out.
so you're really blocking a lot of the water absorption and all the stuff that too.
Water absorption, eh?
Yeah. Hey, well, yeah. Hey, whatever
Duck
works for you, man.
Dynasty. Duck Dynasty Warriors are on. He says, "Hey guys, no question, but I do have a short story for you. When I was in high school, I was very competitive about PE, physical fitness tests, and was determined to get the most pull-ups. I did manage to get the most, either 24 or 26, but here's the catch. Ever heard of a coregasm?
No.
Core spasm?
A coregasm. I've never heard of this in my life. It's definitely real because I absolutely busted in my gym shorts straining to get those last few reps in front of the whole class. No one could have possibly known, as I am a quiet comer. I was 100% soft, and I went directly to the locker room to change before it could soak through my shorts. Still a wild thing to bust in front of like 30 other people, though.
He's a
am
performer.
not. Look, I'm not familiar with this concept. I know that it's possible to bust without being hard. I know that, but like I don't.
It's like wet dreams and stuff,
yeah.
premature ejaculation,
all that
but
weird
coregasm. I'm gonna look that up real quick because never heard of straining yourself and then coming your pants. Coregasm, also known as excited induced orgasm, EIO, is a phenomenon where a person experiences an orgasm or sexual pleasure during or after physical exercise, particularly involving core muscles. It's a real experience, not a myth. They're really trying to fucking sell this.
That's some dudes posting
And
this.
occur both in men and women, though it may be more commonly reported by women. While the exact mechanisms are not fully understood, coregasm, so they're saying it's real. Never heard of this before the podcast. I wonder if it's I guess. I mean, some people are wired weird, and
Yeah.
I just guess it just does that.
I could believe that the body's weird enough to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, but that's a wild.
Getting
I
24
can't.
is impressive, though. Getting 24, 26 pull-ups is impressive. That's
chump change, man.
Yeah.
I
chump
can't
change?
do that right now.
I definitely, even at
20,
my,
25 pull-ups.
that's pretty hard, Chris.
Pull-ups are very difficult.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's pretty hard,
Yeah,
Chris.
unless you're very
You weigh nothing and you're really
light.
strong.
Yeah, if you're very light, and then if
probably
you
me,
can
actually.
lift your own weight, then you should be able to do.
Because a lot of bodybuilders can't do pull-ups like that.
They're just too big.
They might
There's
just
too much
they might
mass
just
on
be too.
that.
I think I happen to be light enough to.
Yeah.
That's not really.
You can do it
Like, I'm sure you could probably get, you could probably knock out an easy 10, easy.
right now.
Well, when I was doing it for the fight, that was not really because we had to do I think we had to do 100.
Pull-ups during
Yeah.
one session?
Yeah.
That's
Brother,
a lot,
And we would have to do 100,
Are
and
you
then we'd
do-
have to
are
do
you
50.
doing-
I'm not
hold
joking.
on.
I swear to God.
Are you
That's
doing
a lot.
regular pull-ups? Or are you doing those fucking what is that? What is that shit called that everybody does now? Workouts. They have all these new places. It's like CrossFit.
No, I don't know what that is.
The CrossFit pull-ups where you use your fucking kinetic energy to do a pull-up.
No, we would do because I remember specifically there was a time we
they
did
go-
500 sit-ups and it was fucking ridiculous. But
I said that's painful but possible.
right. But it would be like interspersed. So it would be like at the end of the class it would be like, okay, you have to do this many.
Oh,
it was usually 50.
How many
each,
reps?
and then
how many reps for a set?
you do two 50s basically.
That's
Like,
a
but then
lot
you'd
of
go,
pull-ups.
but then you'd go from pull-ups to sit-ups to I don't know, some other fucking thing, and then you'd restart the gamut once.
That's a lot
So,
of pull-ups.
As far as I'm remembering,
That's a lot.
So I don't.
you'd fail most likely.
So that's the
you
thing.
weren't
I'm
getting
like,
up to 50.
Do you go?
But the
so
goal was to
you-
hit 50.
You don't have to do 50. So it's timed. Is that it?
Not really. I mean,
what
it's not
is-
timed.
Then what is
you just have to do it.
So you basically
Within a reasonable amount of
until
time.
you hit 50.
Yeah,
So you need to hit 50, but there's no time limit, and then you move on to the next thing.
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
from what I remember.
Because
See,
most
that-
Marine
that-
You were on
niggas-
it was like a loose time limit where it's
Yeah.
just like, I mean, within reason, we gotta,
Because most
we
Marine
got an hour
niggas are
here.
not hitting out 20 pull-ups easily. They can probably do 20, but they're not doing 20
It's
easily.
extremely difficult.
Because
Most
pull-ups are like hard because that's all this only, and it's hard
it's just your
to
arms
do,
pulling
yeah.
up
Yeah.
the entire weight of your body. So
I don't know if I could do that now, maybe, but
Yeah.
like,
I'm sure you could.
There was a point where I could do
I'm
that
sure you
pretty
can knock
easy.
out 10.
most people can't do 10.
I'm sure Chris can knock out 10.
He can probably do 10.
He's light.
He's
He's
light,
light
and
enough, yeah.
he's probably got some good upper core
I
strength.
could probably maybe do 2. Man, 2's a reach right now. At my best,
I don't think you do
well,
one.
yeah.
At my best,
think you do
at
one
my
right
best, I could do like maybe because I was always this heavy, so maybe 8, and my arms are shot afterwards.
yeah, I think I'm just light.
When I was like 150 pounds less than I am now, when I was like athletic too,
Yeah.
I could do like
I can't
maybe
fucking
8.
imagine busting in front of my entire class like that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I guess he
Jesus
had a
Christ.
small bust. He was lucky.
Yeah, lucky.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
'cause I'm-
you
'cause
weren't
I'm
like boom and then dripping and shit. The guy would have been
Yeah,
so.
it's the guy,
I'm a
guy
long-
he was like,
Oh my god! You hit your fucking gym teacher and stuff.
you bust, your pants fall for some reason too.
I think I would
Everything
fight the
goes
kid
wrong.
too. If I was the gym teacher and I got busted on, I would fight the kid. I don't care. I'm losing my job.
"Are you?" So here's the issue.
Like, I'm right
So
here.
wait, here's the issue.
What's up?
If
Oh wait, what's up?
if you're a gym teacher and you get cummed on by accident by a student,
Do you lose
you're
your
a pedophile.
You're
I don't
not.
think that's
You're
how
not.
that
That's
works.
how that works.
Who's gonna? Are you gonna explain?
Yes.
Listen.
You have to explain
I understand
that in
that.
depth.
I understand that I have teenage cum on me, but listen, it's not what it looks like.
Listen,
Chris, I think
You're gonna
if-
get people. People are gonna run at you with fucking pitchforks and shit.
Look. First of all, he
if
did it in
there's
front of a
no
class.
witnesses, that's
Yeah,
the difference.
He did it in front of a class.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No witnesses.
So,
No, that's your cook.
he's doing pull-ups by himself with only him and the teacher.
No, it's just everybody's just bored and not paying attention because who cares?
One person paid enough attention.
no one
There's
saw
no
it.
one.
Oh
Because he got his
my
friends that
God.
are like trying to like compete with him. Someone's paying attention. Because if you just get busted on like that, then that's a nightmare scenario.
Dude, what if so just miraculously no one was paying attention and that kid's like, oh, this is gonna be funny.
This would be
Oh, he
great.
jacked me off. he jacked me off
You
and
guys
he
see
made
him
me
as
come.
jack me off?
And the fucking teacher's like, no, he was just doing fucking pull-ups. I swear to God. He's like, no, like, oh, I was just doing pull-ups and I came. You know, like,
got it. You got
Just a mischievous piece of shit. Like,
you got
truly evil.
You gotta kill that kid. You gotta kill that
what
kid.
that? You might as well. You might as well
You gotta
kill
throw
him.
that kid in a dungeon.
Put him in a Destiny dungeon as a regular kid.
The kitchen in a dungeon.
A regular child in a Destiny dungeon is fucking crazy. To
I don't know how.
That's great. That's like imagining like it's like Annie fighting the Reapers or something. That's so
like,
crazy.
Like what do you do against a knight? Like what can a regular person do against a knight other than hopefully run away?
Yeah,
I think about stuff like that a lot.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, when I played that Nosferatu Super Nintendo game, where you're just a regular
the guy beating people up?
beating supernatural shit. It's
just
so
punching
stupid.
werewolves with your
It's so
fists.
stupid.
What a great idea.
Like what do you do? Like you drop a regular person in like against an elite. Like that motherfucker's running through your city.
It's so funny.
He's
You're just
running
like-
through your city.
I would like to see. There should be. Someone needs to animate stuff like that.
Like, I'm sure if you hit an elite with a car, it's probably not
my
gonna be hurt that
next
bad.
door neighbor versus fucking Master Chief. Like,
Crazy.
This dude is trying everything. He's using like the spark of inspiration that ignites in his brain is magical to see, but it's doing nothing to help him live. he's like fucking,
Yeah.
you literally can't do it.
He's like Saw, like he's really thinking of shit that's intricate,
He's like
but it's
Saw.
doing nothing. He's like Kevin McAllister times 6, and it means nothing
Kevin
to this guy
McAllister.
in Mjolnir armor.
I actually, you got some Kevin McAllister versus fucking Master Chief.
Kevin McAllister versus Jigsaw. I think that's an
Oh,
actual.
that's a great idea.
Wait a minute, how does that work though? Because like both of the premises, they both just stay put essentially.
No, Kevin's active. Kevin's
Kevin
active
is a little
character.
active. You're right.
He's
You're
active
right.
character. He's
You're
not
right.
participating. He's just killing you.
Yeah, Mr. Saw or whatever his name is. He doesn't like. He's just in the background with the mic or something.
They
isn't
gotta
he?
make it through a play. It's like a okay. You gotta.
So they
make
actually
it
have to do
through.
something. So it's like is it the thing
He's
with
on
the
his
trike?
trikey. He's on his trikey.
He's on his tricycle.
He's on his trikey. Yeah, he is.
And the only thing, yeah, and then it's like you got to go upstairs, and it's
He's
like,
got. Oh fuck.
It accommodates him. He can accommodate. He can do it.
yeah. Jigsaw versus Kevin McAllister.
I think Kevin McAllister would kill Jigsaw.
I mean, I think Jigsaw would win because he kills, but like,
I think Kevin
Well,
McAllister
Kevin
kills too,
McAllister-
but he doesn't let people die. I think he's control of his domain.
He would have. They're magic.
No, I think he's mad. I think it's him.
He's how is so he's magic.
I think when you
he's
step into his domain,
so he's like God. And
yeah, when you step into his domain, you can live from shit like that. But
I guess
normally
that
you
technically
wouldn't.
makes more sense, but I feel better. I like the idea that Marv and whatever the fuck the other, what's his name? What, Harry?
Marv, yeah, Harry and Marv.
I
right?
like the idea that they're indestructible. Like they have unkillable buffs on.
I love the idea that Marv and Harry are like going through all the shit they go through, and then as soon as they're done, they're like walking home. Someone mugs them and shoots them dead in the street. Like they die from like they've been hitting their face with bricks, they've been blown up, they've been electrocuted, they've been stabbed, and they're like, man, this is a rough night. While they're walking home, some guy's like, give
And
me
this
your money.
fucking guy.
They've never been shot.
That fucking pigeon chick. She just pulls out the gun. The pigeon.
Give me your money right
Give
now.
your
I
fucking
really
money
thought
right
that
now.
those
I gotta
pigeons-
want it.
When I saw that movie for the first time, I remember thinking sincerely that those pigeons were eating them. Because, like, what are they doing if not?
And then flowing around him, and then he's lift
Hey,
off
what are you
with
fucking
them.
doing now? Oh, my fucking eyes.
One's in my mouth. One's in my throat.
I can't see. I can't see.
One went in my throat.
That's so great. Goes down.
It's beautiful. Like it's a beautiful display. Like, it comes out.
It blows. That's so crazy.
It's a pink dove because they went inside his insides and blew him up. So now it's a beautiful shade of pink, and it flies off.
A guy walks out of a shadow under a tree. People,
Arnold. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I was thinking the same thing.
Freaking what you call it.
Krillin and Kingpin. Did we answer the question?
Pigeon Man kills.
Oh, it was just a story about the coregasm.
Pigeon Man kills. That'd be a sick fucking movie.
Pigeon Man Kills is a fucking great name for a movie that I would absolutely see. If somebody said, "Do you want to see Pigeon Man Kills?" I'd be like, I don't know what that is, but absolutely.
Of course.
I'll see it at least once.
I will
watched it
see
once.
it. I might see it a lot depending on how
I got
how
the movie
good it
pass,
is.
so I'll see it at least.
I'll give it at
once.
least one
Yeah, at
go.
least one for sure.
Krillin and Kingpin in a debate wrote in. He says, "Hey, fuckfaces and Chris, what do you consider to be virgin breaking? For example, my friend says that getting a hand job counts as losing virginity status. I say that bare minimum is blowjob. Thoughts?
Those are both not count. I don't count either. of those.
So
But
I
that's
think
me. I
I
don't
think it's
count
just
those.
it depends. Do you want to be literal or do you want to be social?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've been sexually active. You've done those things. Yeah, you haven't had sex.
So it's like yeah. If
Yeah, I
you're
think
talking
I-
about like yeah, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think virgin is sex. So it's
Yeah.
full penetration.
Penetration.
I would imagine.
Full on insertion, but that
Vag, penis,
and then that
penis,
that,
ass, vagina, I guess.
yeah, that
guess,
that
yeah.
sort of discredits what you call it, female sex.
yeah. I guess it,
No, I think when the genitals are in contact, I think that's
Yeah,
when it
genital
happens.
Do girls
contact-
really rub their vaginas into each other like that?
I mean,
I think that's more
it's.
porn,
I
but-
mean, it's
Yeah,
it's
but it
not
doesn't really happen like
I would
that.
say since they're in a special, they're the exception.
Yeah, the
where
different
for
rules, I
them,
guess.
what they consider sex is different from like penetration because they just don't have a dick.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I think.
Well, I guess some
think
of them do
I
now.
think eating vagina is more personable than sucking dick too. I think that's definitely a step up from there as well, personally for me.
I
but
mean,
I'm a straight man. That's probably why I'm
it's
saying
like I
that.
said, it's technically the same thing.
I think you're right,
but
yeah.
socially, you're right socially, but technically it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
like
So
it's,
it's like,
it's fucking oral sex, but
Yeah.
socially. And also convenience, dude. Like it's so much easier to just conveniently. I can just pull my dick out than like a girl sitting on the couch and pull your pussy out. You can't just lean over and eat it like the way that like a girl can just suck your dick easily. So
like
there,
that porn comedy.
so there is that one big thing to where, especially I have a herniated disc. So like just eating pussy isn't easy for me. I
I
have
don't
to.
eat pussy at all either. I've never done it. Also, like, I just refuse to.
I mean that's.
It's really gay doing it.
Look at it doesn't matter to me unless your partner's like, it's an interesting
Culturally,
thing.
it's a cultural thing.
It's an interesting thing to where I'm like, look,
What are you
if
talking about?
Same culture. Why throw my teeth?
look, I think it's this simple. If your partner's like, I hate oral sex, like I hate sucking dick, right? I'm gonna be like, that's fine. Like I don't need my dick to be sucked. I like it, but I don't need it. So
I think if a girl says
And
I
same
hate
thing.
it, I'm not gonna be dating them. I think hating it is a maybe you might not want to do it, and that's fine. That's cool.
yeah,
Okay.
to me it doesn't.
Because
matter.
I know girls and guys that expect oral sex and don't deliver it back. Me being one of them.
To me, it's
being one of them.
it's as simple
I
as
expect it.
I'm not gonna make you do anything you don't want to do, and vice versa. It's as simple as that.
Oh yeah, so I won't be with you.
as simple as that.
I won't be with you then.
Well, that's what I mean.
it.
That's
It's simple as
that's
that.
what I
It's
mean.
like-
Find people you're compatible with, and if you find someone that's like, I personally just don't care. Like to me, it's like penetration. That's the one thing. If it was like, oh, I don't want to fuck, and then I'm like, what? This is crazy because that's the ultimate. Right?
If you don't offer every single bell and whistle, you're not worth it. But you cannot expect me to offer that because I just don't want to.
You're speaking like a man that will be single by 35.
Yeah, well, single by 35, living till 38.
Man, the optimism.
What are you gonna do?
so optimistic?
Knowing that 3 years after my wife departs with me,
To
I'm
be
not gonna be here
dead.
no more. I'm not gonna be here no more.
That's crazy.
Bye. That means at 38, I'm already gone. I don't make it there.
Yeah, that's good.
That's fucking
That's a good-
crazy.
good plan.
Single by 35.
Dead by
Dead by
38.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think
I think penetration's
I think
the
it's
key.
I think that's what it is.
That's the ultimate.
But also at the same time, it doesn't matter. Whatever. 'Cause
Yeah,
like,
but also the concept is who cares? Like
The question is, why do you like value being a virgin in the first place? You know?
right, yeah. It means very little.
because if I count every
As
blowjob
a
I've ever
non-religious
done-
person, I couldn't give a fuck.
Yeah, because I was like sexually active at 14, but I wasn't like.
Yeah, if I count every blowjob I've gotten, then I was not a virgin well before. Not well, but a bit before I was.
I think I got regular pussy before I got a blowjob.
I
Yeah, no, for sure, definitely.
I definitely don't think that's true for me. I think it's the reverse.
I definitely got
I think that's more common.
It's more.
I think I did too. Actually, I think I had sex before I had my first blowjob.
Yeah, to me, I don't have a memory right now thinking of something like that. I do remember this one chick like wanted to, but my mom was like on it. She was on to me. Like I brought this girl over, and my mom was like, "Leave the door open." And I'm like, "What?"
I had sex one time in my house in New York ever. Only one time. Yeah. That's because my grandma wasn't home. I literally just could not have sex. It was impossible because I had a grandma. I didn't have like a mom or dad that went to work.
So she was
I had
home very often, right?
So I just would not be able to. I had sex once there because she wasn't at home.
I must have.
I think.
No, okay.
One time only.
While my mom was living there, because then me and my stepsisters took over the house and they moved to Arizona, and then after that, I was just.
How old were you? Were you like were you in high school still or no?
When they moved?
When your mom moved, yeah.
No. So I was probably like 19. Okay. So they moved. They bought a house in Arizona, and then fucking MySpace and whatever. Just
dude, at that age too, you have a house like that's. I'm acting a fucking fool. What do you mean, dude?
That was nice. I had my dumb stepsisters that were just doing their own thing. Didn't matter. They didn't care about. Except for one time, this stupid, crazy chick got too high, and then her sister was there, and she was call the ambulance. You're like, no, you're just high. Like you're nothing wrong with you. She was just freaking out, and then she was like, call the ambulance. And her sister, of course, fucking called the ambulance. Wasted money. Her parent, clearly wasted thousands of dollars to take her to do nothing because you just need to chill out. And then all of a sudden, when my stepsister called my mom, like, what the fuck happened and stuff. And I'm like, obviously I wasn't supposed to be bringing people over and drinking because I wasn't 21 yet. We were drinking, but like she just got too high. My dumbass friend that just smoked her out. And that was the only thing that sucked. But, wait, there was a couple of things. Some chick got too drunk and she pissed all over my drum carpet, like in the garage. Like there was I had a carpet. Oh, so mad, dude. She came over under. I ran into her at Taco Bell. Down the street from my house, and then we were just like, we're just chit chatting. We went to school together. I'm like, hey, fucking, I live down the street. Like we can check. She just started inviting herself. Like so, she came over, brought Southern Comfort, got drunk. Is the worst. While me and my boys were practicing, then pissed on my fucking rug.
That's crazy.
And then another time, it was probably 4 a.m. This is when I got raped. She 4 a.m. banging on my fucking door. I'm half asleep. I need to be up for work like at 7 or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? And then then she was just smashing, not trying to take no for an answer. And she did her thing. I pretty much passed out in the middle of it. I was so fucking tired. So, and then, me being a man, I don't take it as seriously as I should. To where, you talk about it and you're like,
Derek, I
got assaulted.
Derek, I'm laughing right now because I don't know what else to do.
Look, man, since I don't feel traumatized, I don't feel bad if people laughing at it. Even though I know it's bad, it's like a thing. If I were 16 years old and I smashed a teacher, I would know, being the age that I am now, like, oh, that's fucked up. But I know that I wouldn't feel bad about it either. Because I just did personally. I'm not talking for everybody. I'm just from personal experience.
I should have done it, man. I regret not doing that all the time. It's another story.
Well, see what you mean? Like even you saying the regret would mean that it wouldn't have translated to trauma like it would with some other people.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you are not like, whew, thank God I didn't do that. You know what I mean?
It's fine as fuck. I could have.
That's
like
funny,
illegal.
It's just one of those things. But yeah, it's kind of crazy.
The way you said that was like when we were talking about the kid who fell out of the.
I did do the same kind of thing, didn't I? I don't do that on purpose.
He felt his death
because it's like it's just one of those awkward of like.
Yeah.
How do I even describe?
You're being quirky, but someone's life is at risk. Well, what do you know? He fell fucking 19 stories down and died.
I don't want to make light of what happened to me either, but. It's just I don't know. It's
unfortunate.
It's unfortunate.
Oh my god! All right, here's an interesting one.
What do we got?
Calm Tony wrote in.
Calm Tony?
Yeah, it's just Kill Tony, but like it's just stand-up comedians trying to make a guy feel better.
You think someone's gonna like
kill
Tony?
If Tony gets killed, I mean that would be ultimate. That would be the ultimate punchline to the joke.
That is the ultimate joke. Yeah,
I think that would be.
The problem is that
I don't endorse that,
Chef's
but
kiss.
that would be objectively
problem is that
cosmically funny.
He's not even like he's been really quiet lately. I haven't seen him.
I'm sure he probably hates what he
You know what it
voted
is?
for.
Probably.
Well, that probably, but also like I saw him go on Bill Maher or whatever,
Oh,
and it was
great.
even Bill Maher was like,
You
"No, what are you dumb?"
suck.
Yeah, yeah, and so like I think,
Dude, when Bill Maher's dunking on you,
yeah, if Bill Maher's dunking on you and he has a point, that's bad. That's not
God,
good.
Bill Maher's such a pussy.
He sucks. He does.
I just
suck.
want to take his shoes from him.
I would
Give me those. You
disrespect
fucking
him,
loser.
slap him with his shoes.
Slap him with his shoes he just wore. Give me those. Then shit, I'm gonna throw him
It's
at
me, Bill Maher. I'm so stupid.
What bothers me so much is the thing about him so much is he talks with such confidently wrong about things sometimes. That's what really triggers me. It's like, dude, you're so wrong.
Well, that's all of us.
That's all people. But the problem is
It's
that
you in particular when you were talking about what is it, that fucking rapper?
Tenkashi. Yeah,
I thought
100% right.
I thought Tenkashi
was
sounded
great.
so much stupider than Tekashi. I thought Tekashi sounded so much stupider than Tenkashi. And I was
Really?
like, oh. I thought it sounded stupider but I'm wrong.
I just thought it was weird that I knew something about rap more accurately than you did. That was confusing to me.
I listened to that artist. Well, not listened. I've listened to that artist. Not listened to him.
I like one of his songs.
I like Gummy or Gummo. It's a funny song.
I like I can't remember what it's called, but it's the one where it's like, these niggas said heard me, I heard you, get the fuck up out of my fucking face before I murder you. It's like, well, shot, nigga, everybody get pop, nigga. It's just like, it's so high energy. It sounds like it's panicky. It's so like,
He's just having a panic attack.
I love myself. He's having a panic attack because he was in a really serious situation. So he went home after almost being killed and sat down and wrote this song out of so much stress.
it's so hype. Or I was like, I hate this dude, but I was like, this shit fucking is like,
He shot his career in
so
half,
listen,
man.
Yeah.
What did he do?
He just ruined his career. He said
We did a lot of dumb stuff. He partied with a 13-year-old. He snitched on the Treyway. Yeah.
There's no Treyway, and he's like, when they get out, he's gonna die. Like he's like, when he gets released,
He's very lucky he has not died yet.
well, they're in jail.
I know, but he was also. They're not all. You know what I mean?
He also hid.
There's the
too.
3 Street. There's plenty of. He hid. He definitely. But he's also. He went in witness protection, but it would go outside all the time. So you would see him on the balcony and shit. People would take pictures of him. So like, oh, so we know who you are. Fucking genius. He's so stupid. I don't know. They beat the piss out of him in a gym. Did you see that? In a gym
24
bathroom?
24
Two people, they noticed who it was and they beat the shit out of him and filmed it. They filmed him.
He vlogged it?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Someone's getting beat. You're just in a
Hey everybody, it's Shay Carl, and I'm gonna
beat the flaming
beat the fuck out of I'm gonna beat
Tenkashi.
I'm gonna beat Tekashi 6ix9ine half to death. Watch this.
Do you remember Shay Carl? Do you remember those guys?
I remember
Shay
the
Tars?
name, but like I can't
He was like a family vlogger, and it was like one of those people who would exploit their kids for content.
Okay. I just remember like the Ace family or something.
Yeah, they're
I remember them.
shit's on
Oh,
fire.
Daddy O 5 is that what you're talking
Ooh,
about? Daddy
no,
O5.
that's a different one. But Daddy O5 was
That was the biggest, most high profile one that I
was
remember.
fun.
Lily watched the Ace family she watches drama about the Ace family because she watches drama fucking stuff.
I just know they just suck.
That family is really unfortunate because the
I
wife
don't know anything about them.
The wife was getting cheated on while she was pregnant, which is the craziest. That is the look, dude. Look,
That's funny.
people make mistakes, and you have dumb temptations that make you do stupid things, right? But to cheat on a woman that is carrying your child, that is really fucked
That
up.
is a next
actually,
level.
That is
it's
really
actually
fucked up.
way more common than.
Oh, it's
like,
very common.
It's crazy.
Kevin Hart did that shit. Kevin Hart did that shit twice.
He did twice. He's a back to
He's a
back.
piece. Kevin Hart's a piece of shit.
He just had to make sure that
He's
it
a
was,
piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
He's actually straight up just a shitty partner entirely. Like he's a huge piece of shit.
I didn't know anything about that. That's crazy.
It's really fucking sad. Like I liked him a lot until I found out he did that more than
Look,
once.
man,
And I was
you
like,
get a lot
come
of
on.
money. You probably had a sex addiction before. It's a bad combination.
He got
Not
he,
great.
He
Bad
had,
fucking
he had his
combination.
kids, cheated on his wife with his current wife, which is insane. You got to marry the guy you cheated on somebody with, which is wild to me because you're like, you know that they're capable of doing that already. And then that woman got pregnant while she was pregnant with the kid, having complications with the pregnancy. He cheated on her. Crazy powerful.
That's he's
Misogyny's wild, bro.
you got problems, man. He can't keep it in his pants.
He's funny though.
You got
Yeah,
he's funny. He's hilarious.
That's all that matters.
He was really good in that video game movie.
Was Jumanji?
No,
Jumanji?
he wasn't Jumanji.
Of course. Of course, they have the jungles now too. What's next?
Damn, I know they did take over the jungle. And
They're gonna take over next. Fucking.
What was it? Borderlands? What I was gonna say.
Borderlands?
The Borderlands movie?
Yeah,
Wasn't he terrible in that movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it
I was
either.
waiting for us to do their thing.
Yeah, I was like looking into it, and I don't
Yeah, whatever.
I don't think it's.
Well,
We got to find a better movie because like I was looking at it, I was like it's not even bad enough to
make fun of.
yeah, because I think I started it a little bit just to see like what the material would be like.
You never watched that movie that we watched where
the
they're stuck
piss
in the
one?
bathroom? Yeah.
Dog, I've never had more fun making fun
I
of
still
a
don't
movie.
know what the fuck that movie is.
Dude, we made Ben so mad.
He was not happy.
Ben was so upset. He was like, let's just watch this one. Hurry up. We watching it, making fun of it the
He
whole
was trying to watch.
every moment.
You can't
of
watch
the
you
movie
can't watch a movie.
with your friends, really.
Especially a shitty one.
Yeah, you can't watch a movie with your friends for the first time, I think, unless you're in a theater where there's like some sort of like social shame element to
Yeah.
make sure you're not being a fucking rowdy piece of shit.
Oh, dude,
But,
there's
like-
certain things that I will not watch.
Dude, I remember like they were doing the Last of Us watch parties at our friend's house, and every time I went, I watched the episode ahead of time because I was like, I'm not gonna watch it for the first time with this fucking group of people.
Of course.
It's
Yeah, for
ridiculous, and it was always the right. It was always the right decision. It was never not
Yeah.
the obviously correct thing to do.
Because somebody's gonna get hype and say something like it's just the nature.
Some
of this
people
thing.
can't.
This
Some
is-
people
yeah.
can't help themselves either. Like JoJo is, she doesn't know how to not do commentary. You know, like say if somebody is
That would
near
drive
her,
me insane.
near her vicinity, like is when she's by herself watching stuff, she doesn't say a fucking word. As
She
soon,
probably she whispers it.
as soon as there's somebody in the vicinity, zzz, and she like she made pancakes on Saturday and. Just like real quick, she just threw on here's an episode of SpongeBob. Like, fuck it, why not? The pizza delivery one, and then like just commentary on it. And I was just like, it was like I'm watching a commentary track, and I'm listening to it. I'm just like, even for this old book, I was thinking, like, put on something in the background. But she just like gets really excited and like has like a commentary thing where it's. I think she should do that for like put on a fucking line.
Yeah, why not?
Like,
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's
If you're already doing it, like
Yeah.
like.
It's something we
Yeah.
might actually. I mean, I actually might consider hitting her up about it. But bitch, let's do some commentary. Actually, we did that one time. Fuck, I forgot about that. What the fuck was it for? We watched something in 2022 and then did a god damn. I don't think I have that footage anymore. Whatever.
For Lily, she plays games like how you're supposed to really experience them. Where when something cool happens, she like yells like yeah, like she like really has fun playing games.
Yeah.
Like whenever we go to our friends' house, we play Mario Kart. She's so obnoxiously loud while playing Mario Kart. And I'm like, girl, shut the fuck up. We're playing Magic. Shut
She's
up.
just like,
Yeah, she is.
yeah, just
She's
doing
running
stuff like
around.
that. I'm an ambulance.
She's summoning the rain.
The thing to
and
me
shit.
the thing to me that bothers me
barely
is that
18.
like sometimes I'll be playing a game or like there'll be a cutscene playing or like I'll be watching a movie
Yeah.
and then I've been with people where it's just like they can't help but like talk over a moment that I know is important.
That's the worst moment.
Yeah, and I'm just like, like I just have to. I always do the one that's like
You do the. Sometimes sometimes I can't. I have to tell him. Hold on. I straight up just say hold on.
For
Because
some-
like I can't. I'm like
for-
I'm not gonna miss this. So I'll literally just tell him hold on.
it
Like,
blows
hold
my
on.
mind too when I'm showing somebody something for the first time, and then they talk over like the point. Like it's like they're like, oh, this is the part of this that's like that I want you to see.
Yeah.
And then that part begins, and then they just turn. Wow, I didn't know he was that young when he did this.
Like you're just not interested in
Oh,
watching this, are
yeah,
you?
okay, I'll just go do something else.
The thing is that people that don't play video games don't have the understanding. It's like, because like for instance, I'm playing a game, right? I'm playing Rival, something like that. I'm playing comp, and I'm like, I'm locked in, and for me, I can tell by how many inputs someone's putting in how hard they're playing something. And then she comes and she's like, "Hey, bud," and I'm like, "Bubs, what's going? Friend, can you give me a second?" And she's like, really, a moment. And she shows me the stupidest TikTok I've ever seen. And it's funny because of how dumb it is. And I'm going to get mad and I'm like, she doesn't get it. She just doesn't know where she is right now. And it's fine. So I let the whole team, there's been times that she's like, hey, I'm going to go do something. Hey, bud, can you help me lift something? It's really hard. And she starts halfway doing it and puts herself in a bad spot. And I'm like, honey, I'm in a... Fine. What do you need help with? And I have to just abandon whatever I'm doing in the middle of it because she'll die. I'm like, well...
dude, that's like a... I'm sorry. That's like a cat. I'm sorry. Like, you see a cat doing some dumb shit and it's like, then it gets all frightened. It's like, did you have to... You need help.
I love her. Her thing. She is genetically inconvenient. I think it is genetic. Where at the worst moment they'll inconvenient you.
Genetically inconvenient.
That is actually
sounds
like if
it's a good girlfriend shirt.
If she can inconvenience somebody, she will, not on purpose.
She'll
just something will go wrong and she'll be like, I'm sorry, I need this. And I'm like, honey, I was free for an hour. Why now? And it's like, I didn't know.
As soon as you're busy.
I didn't know. And I'm like, I know you don't, but like, stop.
Yeah.
Just like quit. All of it. Did you just take a hit?
Damn.
No, those don't got nothing.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't have that good stuff in there.
That shit used to be potent, bro.
I never understood like what and I still kind of don't, to be honest with you. Like the people who would like sniff markers. What the fuck did that do? Because anytime I would ever accidentally even get a whiff of it, I'd just be like, oh, it doesn't smell very good.
Yeah, I think you just had to like really stick it there, stick with it, and you'll get a little loopy.
Oh, I'll try.
Yeah.
Glue back in the day.
Glue huffers.
There was a lot of stuff that kids would just huff and get a little semi-high.
Yeah, what I would do is
I think the same as like having a cigar. It's like kind of like that,
Oh yeah.
Dude, the cigars at Jordan's wedding, oh my god, they were so fucking strong, dude. Made my head spin.
Yeah,
I smoked the whole thing though.
I don't remember if I had any of them.
I had one of those little baby ones, and it had like flavor in it. It was delicious.
You had the flavor one?
Oh, a cigarello?
It wasn't quite a cigarello, but not like...
It was adjacent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had cigars for everybody, but he had the ones for the groomsmen, were like the fucking really strong ones. And I was like, this... And they're like, yeah, that's like a $200 cigar. And I was like, why'd you give me a $200 cigar?
$200.
I was like,
thanks.
why would you give me a $200 cigar?
A cigar.
Jordan, I don't smoke.
$30 cigar is perfectly
fine.
Jordan, I don't smoke. What do you mean? Why would you give this to me? I don't even smoke weed.
And I'll be honest, I feel like those cigars, like there's just one giant bin of tobacco, and then here's the $200 ones, here's the $40 ones, here's the
like, the same shit.
I'm like, bro, I don't trust where that shit
Lily
came from.
hated that shit. She hated how that thing smelled. She was like, I really don't want this around. I was like, honey, of course I don't want it.
Cigar smokers, like connoisseurs, man, I'm dealing with their fucking breath. It's gotta be.
And then we left, and we forgot something in the car, and we had to come back, and we all hung out in and out before the night was over.
Yeah.
And I was just like, we went home, we were like, and then like I think it was one of our friends who was like, hey, I left something in the car, and I was like, no, we're like 20 minutes away from home, and then we had to do the 15 minutes back to Orange.
I do remember that.
And we were like, hey guys, let's just eat in and out and hang out for a second. Everybody was like beat except for Joe. Joe was the only person that had energy. Everybody else was like, I'm really tired.
Joe,
this wedding exhausted me.
Lives off of hope and
vibes, man.
Horse meat or something.
Hope and
joking, but for girth. Oh no, I didn't read Calm Tony's thing.
Oh,
this is bitch, slut, and whore. He says, just wanted you autistic and afraid boys to know that in one of the most autistic Sonic fandom moments of all time, a fart fetish account on Twitter leaked images from the first Sonic movie before Sonic's redesign. That is on a fart fetish website.
Oh my god!
Thank you for letting me know. Joking, but for girth, wrote in. Says, what's up, Black Puerto Rican and something in between?
Nice.
Just got a king size bed and I love it more than pussy or man pussy.
Oh,
parentheses.
Nice.
What's a luxury you can't live without anymore? Hard mode. Don't mention air conditioning.
Goddamn.
It is the obvious answer.
Goddamn.
It is the obvious one.
Air conditioning and food are the two things that
Shut
like
the fuck up. Don't say food.
Food's not a luxury.
Well, no, like good food.
What's in it?
Oh, like
okay.
Yeah,
like a skirt steak or something.
Obviously, fucking chimps. I'm not talking about just
You
nourishment
literally
in general.
just said food, bitch.
Food.
How is that our fault?
For me, it's always those are the two most important things. But if you take out the two obvious things that most people are going to choose, for me, it's just.
I'm trying to think. Air conditioning really is the obvious answer.
Yeah.
I know some people would say like a bidet.
Bidets are game changers, man. I wish I had one in the house. They are game changers.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one in my new apartment. At least, well, I'll wait. I'll see how I feel in the place because maybe it sucks. But
yeah, you never know.
If it's all good, then yeah, I'll install it.
I think I would have to go with speakers.
Oh, like
Speakers.
Yeah. That is something. When I got my surround sound system, and I never had one before. Like I don't even think our family ever had it. Like we just had TV audio forever. And I was like, you know what? I don't know. I want something. I have my own living room. I want to take advantage of this. I'm also in a weird location where like my apartment is next to a staircase. And so like the walls from the living room aren't bordering anybody. The people upstairs don't care. And the people over there aren't going to, like, they don't care either. So it's just like, I have good opportunity here.
Nice.
To get some loud shit, and it's not going to bother anybody. And when I went back, to a friend's house and they didn't have it, I was like, I can't believe people experience media like this. It's crazy. Because it does feel like you notice it. He's like, oh, it's so tinny. And it's just like it's so strange. That honestly, also another one that came to mind: YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium is the only.
I have it for 3 days and I was losing my mind. I got a new debit card. So my account obviously they didn't go through.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I don't know how I lived without this because there's so many ads on YouTube. It's crazy.
You don't realize how often you use YouTube, I think, until you do that because it's just like crazy. Fuck. I'm seeing so many ads.
I gave them
that I never see
happily. I was like, here, take it.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but it's also like I use YouTube so much that even just the time that it takes, especially for me as like an editor, because sometimes I'm just looking for like a video to put in a thing or like footage to grab or like a sound effect. And sometimes a 2-second sound effect on YouTube just that I want to download will have like a 15-second ad before. And it's just like, oh my God, this is actively robbing so much time from me. But yeah, I would say ad blockers or like YouTube Premium is probably one of them.
YouTube Premium, yeah, that's a good one. I got it specifically because of mobile because I don't have a good blocker on the phone.
Well, yeah, that's what it is.
So I was like, oh well, that's I have no choice. So I've had since it was YouTube Red. I've been using it. So that's a good fucking answer. That's a great one. Other than that, my other answer would just be headphones. They're like you're talking about a sound system or speakers, but I pretty much just it's instead of having like because I used to have like a subwoofer and all this stuff or a sound bar and stuff like that. I'm like I pretty much do most of my stuff on my PC anyway. Where if I'm consuming media, the TV is only when JoJo and I are watching a dumbass fucking show. So then I just have really good headphones, or I have these in-ear monitors that are $50 on Amazon, and they're the best sound. Better than fucking the $200, fucking ones that I bought the earbuds, and I just bought this $50 ones that some idiot recommended to me because I watch a lot of audiophile content.
Yeah,
these guys, and they have all the rap, they have all the maps and stuff where there's like this this is what the human ear is basically likes this sound. I think it's called like the Harman fucking
something like
frequency
that, yeah.
or something like this is like the Goldilocks zone and shit. And they're like, yeah, whatever. And,
fakest shit ever.
Yeah, but like these ones, I do all my editing. I have about $200 Sennheiser headphones, and I don't even use them anymore because these $50 fucking in-ear monitors are the fucking best thing I ever had. And I wish I had they had like a Bluetooth version, but it'll be the one thing about fucking iPhone is they don't have the new Bluetooth frequency LDAC. Bluetooth, yeah. The Bluetooth there, the LDAC is only available on Androids. And so
what's LDAC? Is that like a?
It's just a better frequency for Bluetooth that's closer to it being like your true, like lossless listening experience. Like say the best experience you want to have is you want to have LDAC and you want to listen on Apple Music. Because Apple Music has lossless, so you can just listen to it exactly how it's supposed to sound. And then LDAC with Bluetooth is the best experience. Otherwise, you just want to connect it. If you want to have the best listening experience. But most people, won't notice any difference. And I tested that out one time when I remixed one of my old songs. It was the Billie Eilish one that I did with Kaylee. And I remixed it and I showed JoJo. I was like, listen to this night and day. And she's like, I don't tell the difference. And I was like, fucking whatever, dude. I was just like, I'm wasting my time because I think most people don't hear the little nuances. To be fair, they are kind of, minuscule. And then almost everything now has a EQ, which that's kind of, you can fix things in post. Buy shitty headphones or earbuds. If it comes with an EQ or like Spotify, you can EQ on it. Yeah. So it's kind of like pointless. What am I even talking about?
Yeah, headphones are one for me. Like I guess the thing for me is like I usually, if I'm playing games or watching YouTube video at my desk, I'm usually like working in some way. This is like a work room. Like it's just associated with work. So I do
these maybe once.
What is that?
These are AirPods.
Oh, the AirPods.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe once.
Those are earbuds, right?
Yeah.
I don't like earbuds really.
I like earbuds a lot.
Like I don't like having something.
I like them for like when if you exercise, they're useful.
I don't like those.
No, that's true. Yeah.
There's a specific they have that thing where it just. So I'm different. Like some people like them where they kind of don't go all the way in your ear, like they sit out a little bit. A lot of the designs are catering more towards that. But they just stretch this part of my ear out. I guess this part of my ear is like really small. So it fucking hurts.
Small.
So I like the ones that actually lodge in your ear. I prefer those.
These ones lodge in. These ones have like the cup that you lodge into your.
Do they? When I see the design of that orb thing, it looks like it's gonna like be too bulky right there on the outside. But I've never tried them before.
But they also have the ones that go behind your ears. Like the ones for like the bike riders.
For the sports stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I use them specifically. It's more for like when I'm doing sports stuff because I noticed, especially when I was boxing, over the ear don't stay on your head while you're boxing. So that was the problem for me.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. It's good for active and for summertime when it's like just too hot to wear headphones.
Right.
But generally,
but I like headphones more than earbuds.
I prefer headphones more than like. There's something about when I have earbuds in. There's something about when I have earbuds in where it's like I don't even know. It's like the world around, specifically like I can hear my body more. Like when I take footsteps, like the sound of the footstep like
it's
travels.
Reflecting, yes.
Right. Yeah. And so like that bugs the shit out of me.
It's the same thing if you just take your fingers and plug them in your ear.
Literally,
You hear your breathing more, you hear your movement more. Yeah, this is how it happens.
Yeah, where it's like headphones are just more like I'm more lost in whatever I'm listening. But
these are actually, I'm not going to say what they are because we're not getting paid by them. But I demanded them to give them to me even though I wasn't advertising them. Mm-hmm. And it has some of the best fucking ANC.
Oh, really?
That's the only thing I was like, because they're not the best sound.
Yeah.
But the actual noise canceling, active noise canceling is fucking stupid good. I was really surprised. I would like to partner with them one time so they can give me another one because they have an updated version.
I've had the same headphones for a while. Yeah. I don't know if I kind of want new ones, but like I also don't need them.
Yeah,
So
I'm an idiot. I just keep buying them because
I bought a lot of. There was a point where I would keep losing them, dude. Like I would buy like really nice headphones, and because like I wasn't used to having nice things, I didn't care about them, and I didn't build that care enough. So I would like leave them in like a fucking Uber or something. I'm like, damn. I went through like I think like 3 or 4 pairs of like really nice like $100 plus headphones.
I have the pair I have now. I had another pair that Lily broke.
Cool.
She broke them for me because
she broke
them.
She's like, can you break these?
She bought them for me, then broke them. Then she bought these new ones, and I was like,
how'd she break them?
I think it was like you were cleaning or something like that, and then she just like picked them up the wrong way because they're not strong headphones at all. The ones I have, they're not strong at all. She picked them up the wrong way and like dropped them down, and just like the earbud part just folded the wrong direction. And I was like, well, that's awesome, but I need new headphones for my desk. I knew like for my computer, I need new headphones pretty bad. The ones I have are like 4 years old.
There's a lot of,
but they're not bad. That's the problem. They're just fine. And
it's hard for me to replace something that. The only reason I'm replacing is because I want a newer thing. Like, if it works fine, like it's one of those things where if my phone starts like not holding a charge, then I got to replace it. Or like even if it starts charging at a lower rate that's like I notice to be inconvenient, that's good enough for me. I'll get a new phone.
Yeah,
but like if it's functioning more or less perfectly fine, like it's hard for me.
As I've gotten older, I've gotten more like that. When I was younger, I just kind of like, oh, it's new. I'm gonna buy the new thing now because it's like, oh, I've had it this time. It's by the time up is like rotated out. But now, if it isn't literally like damaged, I just don't need to get another one, so I don't get it.
I had that issue with the headphones over there, like the what is it, the
Audio Technicas?
The Audio Technicas, where like the leather thing started flaking, and I thought like, I'm just gonna get new headphones, and I thought
like, no, just replace.
You
just replaced the bud.
Yeah, I just bought new rubber and like just replaced them.
That's what happened with me. You have the 50s, right?
I think so. I can't remember. I bought those years ago.
I'm pretty sure those were the 50s. I had the 40s, and same thing happened. The fucking ones that come with are awful. But the problem is, since they are plastic, I took them off my head one time and snapped it. I was so fucking mad because the headphones were perfect. I loved editing with them. Yeah. But then that's what kind of made me find better ones. And I have some open ear ones that specifically for mixing music. So there's less like just music, like the frequencies are just smacking me around, so it kind of passes through.
Oh, so it's like not.
So I
can
just hear it. Yeah,
it's not like bouncing back and forth, kind of.
So it's just you can hear everything better. So I was doing just so much research on like what's
that's
the
interesting.
best
I hadn't considered that.
Yeah, I hadn't either.
The science of that makes sense though.
I hadn't either until I started really doing what are the best things for mixing and mastering, and they're like, well, first they're like get some open ear ones, and I was like, oh, should I never fucking because everything is all closed. Everything I get is closed. Because first of all, I don't want to hear anyone else's bullshit, right?
That's true.
If I'm fucking like JoJo watching some like TV or something like that, and so I fucking definitely want clothes. But it's gonna be good though because we get I'm gonna build my studio now. Yeah. So
good.
It'll be good.
All right. It's what are we? Oh, okay. N8 wrote in. He says, "Dear Topher, Rick, and Stan." Ew.
Who's the last one? What?
Stan.
That's
Stan?
Stan, Rick, and Topher.
Okay, gotcha.
Heinous.
Better man than you, Rick.
Better man than you, Rick. He says, I've been a listener since episode 0, and I've been around long enough to miss Chris's machinimas. That's crazy. I regret that I haven't been able to be a patron until now. Unfortunately, I was in a pretty gnarly accident at the end of 2018 and became profoundly disabled. Whoa. And broke as hell. Fuck our healthcare system. And that sounds about right. It's an amazing it's an amazing fucking system we got. It is only now I have the means to show my support and deep gratitude for this podcast. My life has been tangibly made much better by the endless hours of laughs and enjoyment you've given us all week after week. Seriously, thank you so much. My question is, if you were able to snap your fingers and conjure the perfect video game for you, what would that game look like? What mechanics would you want in that game? Personally, I desperately want another Nemesis system game. That's true. They never really fucking did anything else.
Yep.
They patented it.
Warner Brothers is cool, you know?
Yeah, they're so sick. I really think they're kind of low-key epic. I think a cyberpunk gang war setting would be really cool, especially as the cyborg enemies come back and rebuilt in a similar way to how Uruks could in the Mordor games. That would be cool. Thanks again, and sorry for the length of this question. It was important to me to be able to thank you three for helping me smile while traversing hell. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, and don't feel bad about not being a patron until now.
You support by also just listening.
Yeah.
You know, we get a little bit of ad kickback from Spreaker and whatever the fuck that's what it's called. It sounds so stupid to me when it's like it doesn't sound like it. What is that?
Yeah.
What's the R? What is that? Because Spreaker. What is that? I don't know. What is that?
Because we're speaking to you.
Sure.
Is it an Asian company?
Huh?
What are you on about right now?
That's crazy.
I don't know. That didn't even make sense.
I didn't even. Oh yeah. Well.
Anyway. No, don't worry about it.
Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate you.
Glad you're not disabled anymore. It's crazy.
Yeah, or at least profoundly. You might be slightly.
Yeah, you might be slightly. You might be not. You're not Ricky Berwick.
I'm. If you may be unremarkably disabled.
You think Ricky Berwick could spin like Sonic?
Could sprint?
Spin like Sonic.
Could spin? No, he would shatter.
He had to go the other way.
I think he can like Shuriken. That's it. I think he can like just and they'll get stuck in the wall or something.
He'd be like the
some guys.
The turtle from Godzilla, the one that spins on this thing and then like lifts like that.
What is that?
It spins.
A turtle?
A turtle. It's like Squirtle when he uses water gun and he spins and it's just like the turtle shell's moving up.
What are you talking about?
I feel like Ricky Berwick can only move like the way that like a shuriken or like a spinning Twaska would move. You know.
Yeah, like what I just said.
Like a swastika. You spent so much time saying what he said again.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
I tried to animate it more. You guys weren't getting the animation.
No, but I didn't understand what I didn't understand. Yeah, I feel like you were referencing something with the turtle.
The
thing,
turtle,
but
but like, was it like a real turtle or like an animated turtle?
It's a Godzilla turtle, and it spins and floats.
Yeah. See, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's all right. Let's just move on.
I know exactly.
I hate that when that happens.
So the question, this time I'm going from the question. I've talked about this on the show, and I do want to do this at some point. I talked about Gangsta Quest, where it's oh shit, what was the two things? It was Skyrim and San Andreas mixed together. And me and my buddy, we wrote like a whole plot. I think we did a podcast in like 2013. It's like a 40-minute podcast just detailing everything. And I need to go back and listen to it because I think I still have that file. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. Maybe I didn't. But it was just a soldier that got dishonorably discharged, so he sucked. You know, and he was just from South Central. And a wizard in his time, you know, was dealing with the Mad King. But this wizard sucks. So he's a shitty wizard. And so he tries to like get a badass warrior from the future that could probably be powerful enough to defeat this Mad King because he's making everything a living nightmare. Summons this fucking underachieving soldier and fucks up, and it zaps a bunch of people from South Central, but gang members from different areas and stuff. So then they start taking over that time period and building garrisons, and they start, you know, having all these like different gang wars in the medieval times. And that guy's like, what the fuck? Starts like getting blacksmiths to make him guns and fucking like bullets and shit. And then there was like summons, the type of attacks, like drive-by type shit. You know,
summoning a drive-by is so disrespectfully magical.
Dude, we were like, the whole thing, we were just gonna call placeholder was Gangsta Quest. We're like, oh, probably call it Gangsta Quest.
I think Gangsta Quest is a great name.
Yeah.
I've said this before, but I love this idea earnestly. Like, I think it's genuinely a great idea.
I would love for somebody to actually do it. Like, I don't need any credit for, like, just make it. Like if anybody wants to,
experiencing it is all the credit I need.
100%. That's I would want that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great answer. I don't know if I have
a perfect game for me. It'd probably be like,
let's see, make Halo 2 again.
BG3 is pretty perfect for me. Maybe a different setting of Baldur's Gate 3, like a different world. That's it.
I genuinely just want more
like a Destiny game, but like Baldur's Gate. That'd be amazing.
I just want more systems driven. I want more games with systems that like build upon each other and interact with each other in ways that I can't predict. I think that's like the most fun I've ever had is like in any video game is that shit is like realizing that like I remember when it clicked for me that like blowing up a warthog never happened the exact same way twice. Like it was always like it always fly in some weird direction, or it would do some weird thing, or would break in a certain way that like, oh, that tire's gone now, and the tire goes this way and it interacts with something else. Like I want more shit like that, but it seems like a lot of things are like animation led or very static or very. It's probably why I didn't really like a lot of turn-based RPGs really, because a lot of that was like just kind of predetermined things happening in a certain order, and like maybe it wouldn't happen in the same way, but like eventually it would, like very quickly. And so like it didn't speak to me. I like the chaos of like realizing like, what the fuck, that does this and that ends up doing that. That's fucking sick. Like I'll never forget, like I specifically remember this video that I saw that blew my mind, where it's like, if you have a flamethrower in Halo 3 and you just shoot it in the air and you shoot a rocket through it, the rocket will catch fire. And if the rocket grazes another player, they'll catch fire as well. And I just remember being like, this is fucking absolute cinema shit. And I love that shit. And I just want more of that. I don't even care in what context, or what, if it's a fucking RPG, if it's a fucking FPS, if it's a fucking Grand Theft Auto type game. I don't give a fuck. Red Dead's a great example of that too. Like I've never seen the same exact thing happen in Red Dead more than once, outside of like the cinematics and the linear story parts.
Yeah,
but like,
I guess what makes what you're saying so much more exciting is that those are rules and physics that aren't explained.
Right.
And I think that's what makes it so cool.
It's not explained. It's not rigid. It's as unpredictable in some ways as like the real world can be. And it's just like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah. I get that. There's like, in like a turn-based or in certain, like even if they have like, or just in a lot of RPGs, right, there will be undiscovered stuff, but usually most stuff is explained because, well, you know, that's what's appealing to those type of people.
It's the nature of the game, yeah.
Where it's like, oh, I want to know about what stacks with what make you like igniting stuff or this. Like, you want to know all that shit. So I get that.
Yeah, I don't begrudge it. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love a good physics engine. Oh, we talked about this in the last episode, but I'm curious about if this question builds, and then we'll start reading the names, and then we'll get out of here.
Yay!
But you guys used to follow. Okay, all right, whatever. N-words in Green Goblin Edition robes wrote in. He says, "Hello, sluts. I'm sure you've heard of the whole pirate software shit so happening right now. We're recording. Oh, whoops. We're recording this obviously immediately after the last episode, which we did talk about the Stop Killing Games pirate software thing.
Yeah.
So you're seeing this a little bit later. But anyway, he writes in, he says, I'm sure you've heard about the whole pirate software shit so happening right now. So it got me thinking, is there a YouTuber or content creator, etc., that you guys used to follow until some crazy shit was uncovered that destroyed their reputation? While I never cared for pirate myself, I've had shit luck when it comes to YouTubers. Boy in a Band, Channel 5, and Old Review Tech USA, just to name a few. What happened with him? I don't really even know what happened with him. I feel like, was his as bad as Boy in a Band and Channel 5? I feel like not.
There is one allegation that might be, but I don't know if it's. There was just it wasn't like so. Potentially this could have been bad, but people don't say Review Tech USA. Some people found that he had a Google Drive that had like pictures of his. I think it was his stepkids. I don't think they were his kids, but his stepkids in like bathing suits and stuff like that. And some people were a little bit like, "What's this? Like why
exclusively?
Is this?
Not like in an album setting?"
I think there was other stuff in there too, but it was like it was. I can't remember. There was nothing proven, but people thought that was saying. People thought like, "Why this is really weird," kind of a thing. So it didn't really prove anything. The worst thing about him was probably his mom asking him to help come calm down your kid, and being like, "No, I'm streaming," kind of a thing, and like. She's like calmly trying to ask it. He just won't fucking do it. Like your kid's crying.
I mean, it's kind of annoying.
It was crazy. He just, started having mental breakdowns, not ignoring obvious drama with the Dark Side Phil, like manufacturing shit with him. He just became a lolcow. It was weird. Seeing it happen in real time was fucking crazy.
Dude, I'll never forget there's a video of him. I can't remember if he's talking about Darkside Phil or Keemstar or whatever, but he's like shouting in a mall food court. Have you seen that video of him?
I did, and it was about. I think it was about. Fuck, I do remember that. Damn! I don't remember who it was about.
He's in the food court and he shouts like something like.
It was about the quartering.
The quartering.
It was
that's
about
right.
The quartering.
You know what's crazy? I think we might have talked about this on this podcast as well. Mm-hmm. But like, bro, that is the food court of the mall I worked in. Like that's the Poughkeepsie Galleria.
Really?
Like very clearly. Like that he's like screaming about the quartering, and I'm like, that's so funny.
Makes sense.
I used to get fucking lunch there after my fucking horrible shift at Sears.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That mall is weirdly popular. Like that mall weirdly shows up in a lot
of people live in that general area.
I know, but like, yeah, it's
you could have collabed with them way back in the day.
I know. If only I had known.
The
shots that we don't take are sometimes better missed.
Right. Sometimes better. Yeah. Dude, there's a lot of YouTubers that have had some unfortunate. Sometimes it's not even like a fall for grace. They just suck now, I feel like that was a big one for me.
That's us for a lot of people.
That's for just way too many.
Yeah, probably.
Way too many that were just like you can tell who was there who was like slightly annoyed by the people we made fun of.
Yeah.
And then who was there just specifically for clout and money and just to be terrible, whatever. It's very, very clear.
Yeah.
And they're like, damn. a lot of you seemed very normal. What the fuck happened?
A lot. I had to mute a lot of people over the years, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy. People that I never thought. I'd be like, oh, you see, oh, okay, cool. You're crazy all of a sudden.
Yeah.
How did I not see this coming?
That's
Nazi?
fucking wild.
Nazi?
How didn't you not see that coming? Yeah. It's, I mean, how could you when some people are really good at hiding their power levels, right?
I think every content creator I follow, either I grow out of them, but none of them, I don't follow anyone that's like been like apparently done some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like Lily used to be a fan of Shane Dawson, and then he just revealed to be like a magnanimous piece of shit, and it's like,
what
well,
did he do? I don't remember.
he was just a shitty person.
He fucked a cat, remember?
I remember him fucking a cat, and then he had
I'm not saying that he fucked a cat.
song.
That was everybody made
Wasn't there like a
jokes
song
about.
released about it on Spotify or
I
something?
fucked a cat and
No, it was someone saying the N-word a bunch. It was a bunch.
fucked a cat and I come.
But I know he did defend like shitty people like constantly.
Yeah.
This guy's like he defended what's his name?
Oh, Jeffree Star, right?
That fucking
Okay.
monsoon of a piece of
Jeffree
shit.
Star is a massive piece of shit. Right. Okay.
Fucking tier 3 jackass.
Yeah.
And
Tier 3 is crazy.
Tier 3.
I try to think. You know,
World tier 3.
the funny thing is, I used to think back in the day, like I was like, oh, Sargon, he's onto something, man. He seems like a pretty smart guy. Like I remember,
and then you realize that it's just British accents.
it probably
Just
did
makes people
deceive
sound
me.
smart.
The first thing when I saw him making a game, it was called like Necromancer or something like that. And I was like, this is shit. I was like, what is this? And then he never finished it. I think he was even like getting money for it or something.
Oh,
And I was
yeah,
like,
I
oh,
think so.
this guy sucks. And then it just got
There's
worse
always an
and worse.
unfinished game. What is up with that? Also, there's always like some unfinished video game that people have like donated to that like is already. It was like Grum's one was also doing that same
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah.
What's funny about Grum's one is that like he's always talking about how they're making women ugly in video games, and then like I think somebody had got like a model of one of the women in his games, and it's like it's so shit because he can't do it.
Of course. Always talentless people doing this shit.
Yeah, it's always fucking
talentless hacks that are because they can't do anything.
All
else.
they've ever done is commentate on politics, so they have no external skills.
They have nothing.
And it's just like, what are you doing? Even why are you even trying to pretend like you're not just this?
Right.
It's crazy.
You can see like the other people who are like skillful, like they're doing other things and they're happy and they're having fun. You're like, oh, you're here. You were here. You dunked your foot into this like talent pool. You had fun with it. You're done with it. Now you're gonna do other things. And there's a lot of. It's just cool. The craziest thing was just how many people were just racist. That was the thing that like I don't know if they got co-opted or because there was even like there's this guy that was making a bunch of parodies. The guy that made the I think he made a metal version of that Chatelet song. You remember Chatelet?
Oh yeah, Chatelet. Yeah.
So he made a metal version of that. I was like, oh, it's pretty cool. And it turned out that there was a guy named Ash that would make a bunch of art. He made a bunch of art for me, and he would refuse payments. I try to give him money every time. And one time he tricked me into paying one of his other friends for a project. He's like, fine, here's my PayPal email with somebody else's. He told me afterwards. I'm like, you fucking asshole. But this guy's like, oh, I stopped working with that one dude because he turns out he's a fucking white supremacist. And I'm like, hey, why? I was like, what, him too? Like, just what's happening?
It is so weird, yeah. Anyway.
Cool stuff.
Last question, and then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yay.
Because I don't know if I have I really don't think I have an answer, honestly. Like, I never really like followed YouTubers that deeply. And I guess the only one that I can think of is like maybe like the Rooster Teeth stuff. Because I remember when I think Ryan Haywood, was one of the guys at Rooster Teeth that got like outed for doing some crazy shit. But that's a weird one because even in the context of me liking Rooster Teeth or specifically like that segment of people, I also just kind of didn't like him. Like before I knew anything. Like I remember when he showed up and I was like, you just you're not really that interesting.
Yeah.
You kind of bogged down everything here. And so when it came out that he was like a monster, to me that was like very validating because I was like it almost felt like I knew. So I don't know if I have a good answer really.
I guess a real answer would just be H3 for me actually. Because that was a comment. That was like, a genuine big fan.
That is true. We met.
Right.
Also, we met him.
Yeah, we met him, got to hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
Had multiple conversations about him and stuff. And then he's crazy now. He's crazy. He's a crazy person. Like you said, you even allegedly think he's on some type of uppers, and I agree.
Well,
That's right. This was said,
I don't know.
Well, that's why I said allegedly.
Yeah,
I already covered it.
Fair.
Yeah, so
I just think it's also I do want to say that it's like I think it's a fairly reasonable assumption to make based on that sniffing. Man. Like it's kind of wild.
And you like you said, it was not. He used to cough a lot, but he said I think he had GERD as well. He would talk about his acid reflux and shit like that.
GERD.
Yeah, GERD. It sounds stupid.
It sounds dumb as fuck.
This is what it is.
But
GERD.
last one, and then we'll read the names. Derek, not Chauvin, is innocent. #freedom road, and he says suggestion. Now I'm reading this not because I think it's dumb or a bad suggestion, but because something about this bothers me, and I wonder if you'll be able to tell me what it is. Suggestion. For solo episodes, please, if you can get a second person, the dynamic is fun. For example, Lily being in Kingston's really elevates it for me.
No.
So, what bothers me about this? If you were to guess.
I actually don't know. I mean...
Here's a suggestion for the
I get
solo episode.
For solo. Yeah. It took me. I got it as soon as you started answering.
They should be not solo episodes.
It should be a duo.
Yeah, it's just like, and look, I don't think it's a bad idea necessarily. Like, sure, if that's possible, but like,
yeah.
They're not solo episodes at that point. they're just like a different.
Yeah.
That episode was an episode with
it.
me and Lillian.
I mean, that's fine. Like, I don't have again. That's fine.
Yeah.
But like, it's just a funny thing to be like. I would love the solo episodes so much more if they weren't solo episodes.
They're more geared towards one of us, but we could bring our partners.
Get
and
it.
friends.
We could. I could bring my fucking dog on.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah,
That's what she sounds like.
yeah.
man.
I'll torture. I'll saw torture JoJo on the next extra ammo.
It was fun. The one me and Lily was actually fun. We had a good time.
I'll call my gaggle of sluts and see which one.
You guys' camera angle was kind of funny though.
I just didn't have the space for the
It was
camera
just-
angle.
It was just like you guys were like very like much at the bottom. There was like a lot of space kind of on top compared. It's kind of funny.
That's the way it got filmed.
Like you guys look like you guys were like,
It looks pretty funny.
Drought.
It's good. It adds to it.
yeah, it's good. I like it.
But he also has so he had a suggestion, and his last question is any films you guys are interested in that are coming out soon. The only one that I thought I can think of is Superman. Honestly, I'm curious.
I'm
about
excited to
Superman.
see
what
it.
else is coming out?
Fantastic Four, technically.
right. Yeah, Superman. I'm gonna watch it
Him.
for sure.
That movie looks cool. Him.
I haven't seen.
It's
what
the
that
movie
is.
with the with Marlon Wayne and the guy that was in that one Atlanta episode, that like really fair skinned black guy.
I don't know.
fair skinned black man.
Very
the actor?
Fair skinned black
Oh,
man.
you know what I want to see? I want to see Weapons.
Oh yeah.
That looks weird. I only saw like the teaser images, and it's just people running. You've seen it, right? It was just like the premise is like kids just kind of one night a bunch of kids just run into the woods and just never heard from again.
A
But
molester.
maybe. I don't know. But the teaser image is awesome because it's security footage of like ring camera footage of like just kids just literally just running out into the dark at like 3 a.m. or something. It's fucking mega eerie. It's weird.
Some fucked up is coming for them to run
Nothing
in the woods.
Even
at 3
paranormal
a.m.
shit couldn't make me do that as a little kid.
Well, that's
Even
what makes it so. That's
objectively
what
paranormal
makes
like,
shit.
damn.
That's what makes it so unsettling, and it does a good job of just like making it. That's such a mundane thing, but like they do a good job of making that scary. So like I don't know, that movie might suck, but it seems interesting. I think it's also if I'm not mistaken, if I remember the story correctly, Key and Peele, the guy who does the horror movies, Jordan Peele. He wanted to direct it, and he auctioned. He wanted that script, and his manager failed to get it for him, and so he fired his manager for it.
How did he fail?
Because I don't know. I think
He's
you
the
can.
guy.
I think you can. I don't know. I think you can bid on. I really don't know.
Yeah, I understand the.
You gotta
the-
make offers to people.
Yeah, I understand the. I
have no
auctioning,
concept of
but
how-
like there are some agents are fucking horrendous. It is true.
Yeah, and it was. That sounds to me like it was probably like a last straw kind of thing, where it's just like I don't like you really anyway. But yeah, that looks really fucking interesting. It might even be out now. I don't really know.
So you already have a problem with that. Well, where's the kids' cell phones? They should have flashlights, and a kid never parts with his phone. It should be
28 days
That's
later.
what's
28
weird
years.
about it.
Haven't
Is that
seen
they're just all fucking.
I don't.
Oh,
Believe
28
it.
years. I haven't seen 28 years.
Oh
yet.
yeah, 28.
That's out now. I want to see it.
I didn't even finish Weeks. So Maybe we should go all the way back.
Apparently, you don't have to finish.
You don't have to do any of them.
Apparently, aren't they all like kind of self-contained? Kind of.
They're all like progressions on the same series. Like they're all in the same world.
Yeah, but it's not the same characters, right? Because I don't remember much of Weeks, but I remember Days.
I just
Days is a
remember-
great movie.
I remember the beginning of Weeks.
That was Cillian Murphy, right?
Yeah, Cillian Murphy.
Jesus
He's not Cillian Murphy. He's not a fucking clown.
Sicilian.
He's an Italian clown.
Hey, Sicilian Murphy.
Sicilian Murphy.
That's a long time ago. Wow. Yeah, that one came out. Because I remember the first one came out, and then the second one came out way long ago, too. And I was like,
well, they
what the
shot
fuck?
that movie right before 9/11, I'm pretty sure, because like that was how they were able to shoot that empty London thing. Was that like was that like nobody you could just do that before then? Like you could just rent out a street and just like flip a car and nobody gave a shit. But now, like after 9/11, they were like, you can't do that now.
Oh, interesting.
You can't. You're not gonna get access.
I thought you were
to
going to say there was like Londoners like
Just left. Everybody left
yeah,
London.
they were like, oh, scary. I don't want them to hit Big Ben now. I don't want to.
Yeah, flying a fucking 747 into flying a 747 into Big Ben.
Oh, what time is it?
Fuck, what time is it?
No.
They're Australian all of a sudden. No.
A gear falls on somebody.
No, Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Ben, I really like that clock.
I've struck Big Ben.
Oh, I reckon that's pretty fucked up. I right.
Get the
What a right
wallabies.
Oh, dude, you know what?
Right,
You know what I think you would love? I stumbled across this like so Michael Cusack, obviously, one half of Smiling Friends.
Yeah.
Along with Zach Hadel. He has this other, I don't know if it's a show or if it's like under his network or whatever, but it's called like it's some it's only 3 episodes right now, but it's an animated like little show about like it's called like Crocodile and Cube in the Studio, and it's just like a crocodile and a talking cube making music, but it's like the whole thing is like it's like legitimately like they're in a studio, and it's like the dynamic between like a vocalist or like an instrumentalist and the engineer.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking spot on. It's crazy. Like it's like it's hard to explain, but it's really like. It's really fucking good. I highly recommend it for people listening to it, especially if you're an audio person and you've made music or if you're familiar with studio work at all, like it's the type of people that you are going to come across in that environment. It's so weird and so accurate. It's fucking mega good. I'll see if I can find it and send it to you because you'd get a kick out of it as like an audio guy. But
all right.
What are you doing, man? I can't really sing. I can't sing.
I've got skill.
Keith David's getting a star.
Finally.
On the Hollywood?
Yeah.
He fucking deserves it.
Fucking finally.
He deserved it since The Thing, quite frankly.
He was like shocked. He didn't know. I was look at him. And then he dies.
Don't say that. Don't joke about him. Just not him.
I love this man so much.
He is my favorite actor, period. He is my favorite person in Hollywood. I really... man, when I got to meet him, I should have said more.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to say shit until I started crying.
Yeah.
Should have kissed him.
He's like, hey, kid, stop crying. You're being weird.
Should have tasted his silver throat. You know?
Yeah, I love that. I love that that's his name.
All right. You had to explain it to people.
Well, we're going to read the $25 and up names now. Thank you guys for stopping by. This is a shorter episode just because we're doing 2 in a day.
Yeah.
There's not much to talk about. We touched on a lot of the main topics. Wanted to get some questions out of the way.
Yeah, I'm sure 9/11 part 2 will happen once we're done.
Yeah, and then we'll be like 3 weeks late to it. Thanks for stopping by. Again, patreon.com/SnarkTank, snarktank.shop for some new merch, and all that jazz. Count me down.
I just had a vision.
Oh no.
That the person's not even gonna be Arab, but he's gonna crash some shit into whatever. They'll pick a building. He's gonna say "Free Palestine."
Oh yeah.
And then he's gonna have like a Zohan shirt on.
Zoran.
It's gonna like 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing.
Yeah, he'll have a Zoran shirt on. He'll have an "I'm with her" bracelet.
Or just taking shots at her. She's not even in the picture. Yeah, so it'll be good. Like, oh, see, this is why we can't trust the Palestinians. Zoran can't be trusted. It's just gonna and then it'll still give Trump more points because whenever attack happens, the president just gets more popular.
Yeah,
even though they don't do anything.
The arguments happening right now are so fucking bewilderingly stupid. I'm really staggered.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It really is.
You shouldn't be surprised.
No,
but
I'm
you
not.
still are,
but
you are.
No, I know what you mean.
That's what I mean. I feel you. I'm right there with you.
I'm shocked from the perspective of like a younger me. You know what I mean? Like I think like I'm not surprised, but if I were to show this to like 15-year-old Chris, or like 17-year-old Chris, he would not believe me. Or he would think I was fucking with him because like even just like what is it all these gay people like marching for Palestine, but like they would fucking kill you.
Oh,
like they don't even approve of your lifestyle. It's like, why does that matter? Why does that matter at all?
Yeah, it's just grasping at straws to say anything.
This black guy hates me, so like if slavery is reinstated, I guess I won't care. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, he doesn't like. It's
so immediately dumb.
So it's like, okay, so it's. Really what they're doing is they're showing their ass by being like, oh, I don't like anything, that's why I don't care about any of y'all.
Yeah, it's also like I have no principles.
Yeah.
So like I could care less if something I disapprove of is happening to people that I don't like.
It's insane.
Yeah, they don't have to like.
It's insane.
People, all those motherfuckers say
they feign as a Christian too.
Yeah, they say Christ is king.
It's insane. They feign like the only thing about the Bible that I can respect is that every depiction of Jesus Christ is him being a great human being, and then these motherfuckers choose to follow shit about him.
They don't like him.
And then they don't follow his literal tenets of being just a decent person.
They don't like him.
And it's like, you guys are...
they think Jesus is a pussy socialist, communist, Marxist. Every fucking... they think it's all interchangeable.
Yeah, Mark Levin would be out there being like, he's an Islamist.
Oh, 100%. Because he'd be like, free Palestine, like stop bombing God's children. And then they would be like, crucify him immediately. They would crucify him so fast. They'd be like, oh, I'm so first Jesus would come back and they'd be like, I'm so sorry that you got crucified, Jesus. And then just 10 minutes later they would crucify him.
Listen, he'd be like, maybe we should stop hurting people for no reason.
And then
the way that I feel about it is genuinely like I would love to see somebody on TV just make this argument. It's like, no, I believe Israel has a right to exist. And I think Israelis are God's chosen people. And they are, in fact, so clearly God's chosen people that I don't think they need our help.
Right.
I don't think they need any of our money. I think God will, if they're God's chosen people, he'll definitely vouch for them. So, like, I think they'll be fine.
Somebody get the nails. Get the bolts.
Go to Home Depot and get wood. Oh shit, they're all closed because we're arrested. Everybody who works at them. Oh fuck.
Shit. What do we do? Hey Jesus, can you make something out of nothing?
Can you make someone for us to then crucify you?
Crucify you?
Can you turn this wine? Can you turn this water into a cross to nail you to?
Yes, my son.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess.
I don't know, man.
Forgive them, Father,
Forgive
they
them.
know what they do again.
It's insane, man.
Again.
But
Forgive them, Father, for they somehow still do not know what they do.
The big thing is that
shut up. Ouch.
Ow. Yet again.
Ouch. Yet again.
Alas,
forgive them.
But obviously,
Father.
Zoran is the biggest nightmare for them because of the fact that he has socialist views, and they're like, that's really bad. And it's like, it's really bad until he gets in there and does things, and then people are like, oh, that's better.
It's not even fucking. It's democratic socialism and socialism are not the same. It is crazy. Whatever.
Yeah,
we all know this.
Yeah. Anyone listening should know this.
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, count me down.
3, 2, 1.
The Dead Spider, Chris's Uncle Ronald Reagan, Delta Gamma, MC Brainworm, the Esoteric Order of Unemployed Diddlers, literally fed this toddler last week, why is it still crying? Squimp is Bugs, Clamuel Esquire III, Usurer Guildmaster, Snark Tanks hung as Beetle Girl. You boys talk about food often, maybe a food-related extra ammo might be tasty. Yeah. Colin Moriarty, oh my god, they just killed Krillin, you bastards. Or Obama, be like, let me be Sphere. I am going to kill him with a mortar. Jackal. It's a jackal. I think it's a jackal. A jackal. Galo Combat Evolved, 2 rats in a trench coat, Sam Porter bitches, something gay Beatles I don't know anymore, Reckless Rhinos at Sloker 2, why so derpy, Chris if you're Hispanic then why don't you have a fat ass, Crably Shrimpson, Pick Shalom and the Hanukeen and Yahweh Jerobi, Beetlefucker 12,577, the fucker of 12,577 Beatles. Damo Nation, what the fuck is going on with those naked ass-wiping bears? Is it a fetish? Derek, not Chauvin, is innocent. Hashtag free him. Fondled by a carny at the Ferris wheel. On the Ferris wheel. Round-eyed Asian, now able to say the N-word with Pride Month being over. Gay beetle dentist filling Sween's ravine-sized tooth gap with coarse beetle semen veneers. J. Cole. Gay actor Michael Douglas. You got that dog in you, well, I'm in a dog. We ain't the same. Blonde, blue-eyed German physicist heavily downing Sweeney's scientific education. Stick to Digimon, buddy. Giancarlo Esposito spoke at my school. Not kidding, he's kind of legitimately insane. Snark Tank, nuclear expert, saying Velveeta with a hard R like Velveeter. Thugzilla 2000 versus Super Netanyahu Ultima. GTA 5 swing set glitch. On some Mario Bros shit after the bill passed.
Damn.
What does that mean? Oh, I see. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Wahoo.
Wahoo indeed. Oh,
Dun, 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 dun. Bam.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
This is Zelda.
No, it's the old
Is it
game
dead?
over.
Yeah.
Like when you would die.
That sounded kind of like
game over.
that. Kind of sounded like Breath of the
It
Wild.
does sound a little bit like that.
Jack WFM, fuck Toyota, the lame cunts winning every rally this year, and fuck that French freak Ogier. Called racist because of the scumbag shirt. Parentheses true. Out of my way. You can't see he's gonna eat my. Can't you see he's gonna eat my butt? 3 Gay Men by Matchcocks Plenty. The next time Kingston spoils something, bite his dick. Big Meaty Stinks. Canola Joe teamed up with Pizza Time. Marilyn Monroe most definitely pegged JFK. Dandy Andy, leader of the Spiderfucker Party. Krillin and Kingpin in a debate. Instain in the mem stain. Instain in the stain. Heath, Big Bad Beetleborg, Smoker Smoking Kingston, Gids, fuck Israel and Tel Aviv. I said fuck him too. Your mother should have been pushed down the stairs when she carried you. Death Stranding 3, Kojima's search for more feet. Lily's brother steers the car with the car's radio knobs. Kevin Durant's feet. Stop killing gays. Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants. Senpai Chris's eyes are so fuckable. Ooh, you gay. Fuckface Unstoppable. Cardboard Pie. I replaced the R's on my Dodge Ram with W's, and now my engine sounds like Take On Me. Hot to Go. FOGGOT Bros. I'm so gay I fuck men's holes. Duck Dynasty Warriors. The hidden genius of calling people I don't like the N-word. A retrospective video essay.
That's bars.
It's a good one. Squeezing my balls like a clown nose. Empire of Silence. Can we get 5 big booms for Tel Aviv? Boom, 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 boom. Blue Magenta wrung out like towels by Blue and Magenta wrung out like towels by Michael Vick.
Damn.
Imagine saying grape instead of rape. Search Peter Lorre fish battle. Adam ruins everything, but it's a super atom bomb striking the northern coast of the United States. Shirt of Tooth Gap taking up half his front teeth. Smitchy the Kid, Dr. Octopus's gay evil twin, Dr. Cock No Puss. Foul Tarnished, Me Tink Miguan Take Kingston's Life. Indiana Jones and the Jorking of the Crystal Penis. My new D&D weapon, +4 bludgeoning hamster in a sock. Yush in a New York accent. I'm scared of sharks, so I always swim with a gun. Listen to them. The children of the night, once we come, they make the ultra faggot, Craig the Canadian. Every day we stray further from the damn train, CJ. It's your boy Shawnee D, and thank God for Asian women, and thank God for Stellar Blade nude mods. Cumshot Gaming TM. Hassan Piker is a champagne socialist. A Markiplier fan is selling Brazine on eBay. If you want to try it, by the way. Got some. Chris was right. Using the remote from click to pause time. Coat Kingston from head to toe and come. Resume time and then watch what happens from afar. Lily leaving Kingston for a jinx. Kingston comes to terms with his gains and finally hooked up with Sween's dad. Nah. Getting niggy with it. Drip MH, Lord of all drip, multiple gay Beatles, several horny Falmer, Salacious Crumb running the train on Kingston for spoiling the Expedition 33. Beetle Hooker in his Beetle fishnets sucking Beetle dick for Beetle meth.
That's so much.
Obi-Wan Chablomi, so gape they call him Slip In Jimmy. Kremlin to Gremlin, 500,000 page manifesto about molesting Sween. The amazing digital circus is peak right now. Harry Rectum. Kingston Humor be like, imagine if SpongeBob, instead of SpongeBob SquarePants, it was Sponge and Nig Kebab.
It's so good, dude.
Oh my God. Wageley 583, Sween, please wake up. You've been in a coma for 2 years. You fell and hit your head getting a blumpkin at the furry con. Papini Brothers, Jeffrey Epstein in the Minecraft movie be like, I am Steen. Donk Donkerson, the colon swinging slasher. PP Gay Christmas album when. OKC with the highest point differential in NBA history, and people want to be like Lugents Dortz. Was too rough on D. Bitch, shut up. Me be fishy. A mean lesbian. Poop 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 shit poop. John Strickland, Merck's 1889. My favorite Dr. Hartman bit is when he's prescribing Viagra as antidepressants. Pre-Roz, Blake 896. I got Lockjaw doing the graveyard shifts at the dick sucking factory, and all I got was Lockjaw as previously mentioned. Netanyahu sounds like the guy from Arby's ads. I took her in my attic and I franked it. Alt Timeline Gears 2 where Dom finds his decrepit wife and proceeds to blow her back out instead of blow her brains out. Sweeney spoils my parents' death, then kills them. Creator of the transparent cleaning meta on YouTube. I gotta look that up after. Das Goopy, jerking it with so much lotion, my balls stopped being wrinkly. My AirPod died at work and my phone played the RFK worm barrel bit out loud. So now my pharmacist does the RFK voice. Young Colin hanging himself on a ceiling fan. Harry Knobler and the Throater of Gagskaban by Nikki Ziggy. Can fat Ethan Klein be called as a witness against Ozempic cocaine Ethan Klein? Strike Karn, $25 for you because I'm killing the game right now. Pirate Software.
Let's go.
Sorry, Miss Jackson, badly brave. Who's New York Nick? Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Penis Nate from Melphis 1. And rounding out our
I've
list.
seen that. Cal Kalinske fucking tweeted
Of
that.
course he
Rounding
did.
out our list. King of Haphazard. That was the fastest we've done credits in a fucking long
that was
time.
a real steady one.
That was
I saw Kyle Kalinske tweet that too.
He's
Fucking
like, I was
Trump
like,
opening his ass in his
Jesus
JD Vance.
Christ.
JD prancing out Trump's fucking booty hole.
Fuck
Oh,
that
man.
nigga, man. I'm telling you, it's Mario Bros time.
It's Mario Brothers time.
Super Mario Bros. Time, man.
Spray.
Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry for the shorter episode again. We'll be back up to a normal schedule next week. We just had to catch up. But we'll see you again on the next episode of the Snark Tank podcast. Remember snarktank.com. Or not snarktank.com, patreon.com/snarktank and snarktank.shop for merch. Go over there, join some of our tiers, add your name to our list of names at the end of the show, ask us some questions, give us some suggestions, give us some stories, all sorts of shit. So, yeah, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.
Do it. What are you waiting for?
Bye.